Bay, bay, bay.
Bay, 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 bay.
I don't think I'm gonna stick it on your hat, guy, but maybe today for the first time. You like it?
I see a lot of people do that. I've never personally done it.
Guess we need to go.
My parents always told me to take it off. It was stupid. So I never did.
What, on the hat?
Yeah, they're like, take that off.
Yeah, I used to rock like a golf tee in my ear until John Rahm told me one day, Sparky, you look dumb when you do that. And I said, took it off, put it in my pocket. I don't think I've ever put a tee in my ear again. That's in my periffs too. There's no way I can get to a fastball in the inner half if I've got this in my periffs. So we're gonna change that. Isn't it? It feels bright. It's super bright outside. Aggressively bright outside. I got jump scared. Oh, you're making me... Mutant Ender got jump scared by me. I apologize, Mutant. That wasn't my intentions. That one's on Slay. K to the Slay. K-Slay, I gotta ask you about the fit today. Not that I don't approve. I just have to ask about it. Come here, brother. Show the people what we're rocking today. What is that?
Okay, chat. This is
those like mountains?
It's Adidas. I don't know. It's Adidas golf. Oh, so brandability. You're a brand guy.
I am. Thank you.
We got Adidas.
Yes.
Adidas.
Okay.
Adidas belt.
That's extreme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wife and I are going to get dinner with some friends after this, and I'm not gonna have time to change after work today.
Planning ahead.
So yeah.
Planning ahead.
And it's laundry day. So I busted out the jeans. It's also like 90 degrees outside.
90's putting it lightly, I think, man.
I don't even, yeah.
But I just want to know, it feels like the pattern's like you gave a second grade school kid art class and they said design a shirt.
It's like a Rorschach test, like when you go to
but it's almost so like unique that it's an eye popper for sure.
Give the chat a close up.
What is that, chat?
I don't know.
That just looks like me signing on a kid's shirt, just a bunch of scribble.
My dad's signature on a check.
Watch on the wrist today too.
Yep.
What's this?
This was I inherited this from my granddad. A little Seiko timepiece. I don't know.
That's multi-generations.
It's all scratched up. It works though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get
well, thank you, K-Slay. Brand guy. Blue jeans yet still a brand guy. I thought I heard Tyler Tony for a second. It's just weird how it's like a bat signal almost, you know? No, but Ty's not here. We're lone soloing today, chat. How we doing? Talk to me. Ty's recovering. He is fresh off his Quest video, and yeah, there's some physical therapy that's he's had to undergo. Can't really wait. I can't reiterate enough, chat, just how ready I am for that video July 12th. But first and foremost, the video this weekend, 100% airsoft. If you're an airsoft fan, this one's bigger, badder, and by badder I mean better than ever before. Yes, tip of the cap to my man Jackson. I think who was the lead on that Lamar Jackson edit. That was fire. That had my mind racing.
Lamar Jackson video of him grabbing the camera and then switch to Ty. Some other ones where they take a Lamar Jackson video of him grabbing the camera and then switch to Ty.
That's special. That's special. I went to Diamond Dynasty. I'm not sure why. A creature of habit, I think. So the plan today, chat, is Tour is quickly approaching. I'm sure many of you in chat may be going to a tour near you. With that said, me and Ty are trying to put a bow on our MLB The Show series, but you can't put that bow on until we complete the mission of making the big leagues. So we're here today to grind a little bit, help bridge that gap, get through the dog days of AAA, if you will, and hopefully next week me and Ty can make the big leagues, but easier said than done. Look at this, a little equipment boosty to start. What kind of bat did we get? We got the B Harper on now. Did we get any more diamond ones? Kids online have lost it. When I'm playing online at night, you see all different sorts of bats.
Really?
Yeah.
Running up the Amex.
It feels like a parent credit card situation, which parents, if you're out there, don't share that little 3 code on the back. That's what we've had to do with K-Slay. We've had to, we've had to watch him. From Florida, all right, cool. Very nice. Yes, Lance, been on record to say that is my favorite Get Crafty of all time. Garrett
that's a good
shoot,
one.
late deployment,
forget
out of the
about that one. That's a
helicopter,
really
egg
good
drop.
That's a good
Oh, it was so fun. It was so fun.
That's a really good one.
Because we were at the office and all the boys successfully dropped it off the balcony and they survived. Well, then we went to helicopter and the first 4 guys dropped and all of them broke. And we're like, how are we going to put a bow on this thing? And then all of a sudden that parachute deployed. Next thing you know, Garrett safe landed. Just an organically beautiful Crafty. Which, Chad, I know I've struggled with Crafty in the past. Believe me, I've lost plenty of sleep over gingerbread. Toledo Mud Hen's finest right here. Tyler, Tony. We need to boost our numbers a little bit in AAA. This isn't good that I'm probably seeing a first pitch fastball right. Okay, change up, good. That actually worked out really well. Got me to auto take a tough change. 25 prospect in baseball. Sit back, relax, Tony, and give the ball a deep tissue massage. I lost my viz again.
We're going to cycle this here.
Was it a ball or
See,
strike?
chat, this is what they don't show you about the...
We're going to cycle this here. See, chat, this is what...
Ooh, that's a tough question, little
There we go.
peanut.
Okay. You got Viz again.
Favorite MLB player, not the
There we
Rangers.
go. Okay. You got Viz again.
He threw a strike too. Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, I would have to say Gunnar Henderson's up there just because we got to meet him. Him and Paul Skeens, both class acts, and yeah, just to watch
And
a
just, like,
big
his
leager
little things he
operate
does, like,
his
when y'all were
day-to-day
doing the
life.
dunk tank
You
in the
know,
outfield, y'all were kind of arcing it in there, and his were just turning over.
Dunk
Just-
tank
Yep.
in the outfield.
Yep.
Y'all were kind of arcing it in there, and his were just
Nuts.
turning over. Just
and he's throwing about half as hard as we were. Yeah, I probably needed Tommy John after that day. Almost threw my arm out. And speaking of baseball, while we're hot on the topic, next Friday, if you're in the DFW area, we've got... It's a bad swing. It's a horrible way to start your day, a swinging strikeout.
Absolutely.
Next Friday at the ballpark there in Arlington. Dude, perfect night.
absolutely.
I think we've got some friends and fam coming. We've got some fun stuff on tap leading up to first pitch.
Yeah.
Need my Rangers to figure it out. They're going through waves. They're going through a roller coaster ride of a season where one week they look like perennial World Series contenders and the next week they look like a double-A squad that Tony plays on. Also, do I get paid double today? I feel like I'm doing Ty's job and my job
Chat, don't
together.
worry,
It feels like a
I'm trying to
double
figure out we're not getting
day.
game audio right now.
That would be sick.
Chat, don't worry. I'm
I
trying to
see
figure out
it.
we're not getting
I
game
see
audio
it. We're working on it.
No G audio? We need that
Somebody
G
else,
audio.
Y'all can see Sparky play this beautiful game.
Somebody else's way so y'all can see Sparky play this beautiful game.
It's almost like I need that ball to hit the mitt to know it's real.
There you go. Get down.
Get down.
Get out.
Get down, ball. Not obedient. Sit. Got to treat it like a newborn puppy. Got to teach it tricks. Hitless through 3 innings against St. Paul Saints.
I have to pause for a second. We're just gonna cycle.
Okay. Yeah, I'm paused up. I'll talk to chat. Olivia, if you want to email the dudes, let them know that. Please forward that message. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it, Mary? As a longtime lifer, Texas Ranger fans, can't tell you how many times I've gone over to Arlington to enjoy a ball game throughout my youth. It really is like a full circle thing.
It's pretty cool.
When you do a,
Yeah.
the Texas Rangers have a Dude Perfect theme
That'd be
night.
cool.
Yeah. We need to have Texas
the
Rangers
fellas.
night at Dude Perfect. I feel like we should return the favor and have DeGrom come out and play some knockout.
A little panda
Maybe
ball.
play some Panda.
All right, Spark. Give me.
On
some
the basketball
audio test.
court?
Get anything now. Okay.
All right, Spark, give me some
PlayStation should be good now.
Audio
chat. Let's
test,
see.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
PlayStation should
not.
be good now, chat. Let's see.
Elgato, if you're
Gucci?
watching this, send us some new stream decks.
Elgato, if you're watching this, send us some new stream decks.
Wow, you're asking for an Elgato lifeline. That's never great.
Here.
Did Ty get hurt? That's a good question. There's a difference between hurt and injured. I'd say
Also didn't
hurt's
get
the proper
seriously
word.
hurt, which is
He didn't get injured though.
He
good.
also didn't get seriously hurt, which is good.
Yeah, we were counting our lucky
That's gonna be a good
charms, weren't
video.
we, brother?
Really special
Got out of
team.
there live.
That's gonna be a good video. Really special.
That's over his head.
That ball's ripped. Over his head. Extra bases. Oh, I look like Ty.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's gonna be
I
a good
look
video,
like
chat. Make sure
Ty.
to stay tuned
Good.
for
There's a double.
Bull Ride. Edit team.
Make sure to stay Stay tuned for
Film team.
Yes. Yes.
edit team.
Over
They're in the
a bunch of
rag right
months.
now. Yeah,
Sparky
that was a full team
putting his
effort
life
kind
on
of
the
shoot.
line.
Over a bunch
Multiple locations over
putting his life on the line.
a long time. Yeah. Yeah, I think you will really see the amount of love I have for Ty Tony just based off the actions I perform. Woo-wee. Do I remember the Animal Olympics? How could I forget? Lance, one of my favorite videos. That's just like old school, dude, perfect, organic fun at a shoot. What did we film this? We filmed something. Oh yeah, we got another video coming out after the Bull Quest, which is kind of similar to Animal Olympics in the sense that it's another iteration of it. Strongest Dude battle, part 2. Which in going back, I'm kind of like Garrett in the sense that I definitely watch our videos, but once they're kind of out, sometimes I don't go back and rewatch. Going back to the first Strongest Dude was a fun time. I forgot how fun that video was. Woo! Since OT1, that's a lifer. Lance is a lifer. That's a season ticket holder.
Try to smash the diamond. Was that? Yeah.
Overtime one, was that when they tried to smash the diamond?
I believe so. Which on tour,
Really?
2 tours ago, that was set up like in the VIP room.
Really?
And within like the 3rd show,
No
we couldn't
way.
believe it. All of a sudden, somebody comes backstage and they said, a
That had to
kid
have been a
shattered
fake
the
diamond,
diamond.
huh?
We're like, no, he did. Like 3rd show.
That had to have been a fake diamond then, huh?
I don't think it was. I don't know how he did it, but he did. Ooh, that ball's blasted into foul territory. Oh, like a rock.
Turn it.
Ground ball, right side. What a play, 2-bag.
Yeah.
Turn it.
If he beats it, it's going to be a close play at the dish.
Favorite color.
It's going to be a close play at the dish.
Yeah, I go back and forth a lot.
So fave color's a tough question for
I
me.
go back and forth a lot.
I'm a
hard
plain
to beat. It
Jane
really
kind of
is.
guy, and the black, white, gray do it for me. But
hard to beat.
which one of those is like the absence
No,
of
it'd be
color?
white.
Is that white is technically
Because
not
black
a
is
color
technically,
because it's
I guess, all the
absence, or is that
colors.
black?
No, it'd be white.
Right?
Okay,
Because black is technically, I guess, all the colors.
combined into
Really?
one.
Right.
I'm
Red and
really
blue.
bad at like, hey, what colors combined make purple? I have no idea. Yeah. That's like one of my
That's
weaknesses.
worse.
I have a friend who
Shout out
still
Miss
can't tell
Robertson,
left and
though,
right in
my
his
art
early
teacher in elementary
30s, which is
school.
just tough to fathom.
Shout out Miss Robertson, though,
I got greased by a heater. I have
I
friends
get
who
that.
definitely
if you're
struggle
not
with
looking like top down at a map,
north, south, east,
and you
east,
weren't
west.
ever told, what is it?
if you're not looking
Never
like
eat
top
soggy
down at a
waffles.
map,
Northeast,
and you were never
southwest.
told, what is it? Never eat soggy waffles.
Yeah,
What
I was
is-
a never
like,
eat
for me,
soggy
it's always
waffles kind of guy.
Like today, I've been.
What is like for me? It's
No,
always
bad.
spelling.
Oh, you saw in the spelling bee that we had
Chat,
during
let
the
us know if you
employee
have any
battle
words
that
like,
I struggled
you
as the
always
host.
misspell, or you can never tell if you're spelling it right. For me, availability.
Or you can never tell if you're spelling
It's one of
it
those
right.
at the
For
end. I'm
me,
like, did I put enough eyes in there?
availability.
Availability gets
It's one of
you.
those at the end. I'm like, did I put enough eyes in there?
Received
REC.
will get me sometimes.
REC.
Oh, yeah, that one's like I just lean on autocorrect.
I before E except after C. Isn't that what they say?
I don't know.
Or Sparky,
Yeah,
before
it's a
you
good
start the
question.
session, I'm trying to get
What they say? All right, Sparky, before you start the
see
session,
what's going on with our
I'm trying to get,
PlayStation audio. Why we're not getting any?
Resync some audio.
See what's going on with our PlayStation
The chat needs to
audio.
hear
Why
the
we're not getting
beautiful.
it?
Okay.
'Cause the chat needs to hear the beautiful.
You know, like left, right.
Yeah, they do. The beautiful sounds of baseball.
Give me a little like left, right, jiggle on the. see if we can-
Left, right, left, right. Playing Army stream here.
Hold on, chats. Bear with us. This is the beautiful, live production you get to see.
Bear with us. This is the beautiful,
Live. It's the beauty of live. Yeah, I do. I play a lot of Diamond Dynasty at home, Gavin. Actually, I was telling K-Slay before we went on air today that I am an aggressive stick holder. I grip the sticks like I mean it. And with that, sometimes comes after hours of play. I have a bum left thumb today. So I'm preloading an excuse up. It's not bad
Well,
enough
let's
to
not
like
do anything crazy.
take the day off of gaming. Like, let's get real. But it's not doing anything wild on a Friday.
Really?
But with that said, I may have to take a little IL stint during the weekend. Yeah, I might need to ice the thumb, which is just an incredible thought at 34 that I'm rehabbing a video game injury. But it's that's where we are.
You have to tough things like
That's
that
where we
out
are.
and really just commit,
You have to
Really have to commit.
Tough things like
Okay.
that out and really just.
Let's see now.
Really have to.
Well, we're going to try.
Let's see.
I thought good. You want me left righter?
We're gonna try.
Funderburg is a
Wondering if
great
this little
name,
capture
Cody
card we have is
Funderburg.
Giving us fits, y'all.
wondering
would be
if this
tough.
little capture card we have is giving us fits.
You think it's a cap card issue?
Which would be tough.
As long as it's not a talent issue.
No one else wants to say it, I'll
Talent
say
is
it.
looking great.
No, thank you. I needed to hear it.
I'll say it. No,
I needed to hear it. Baseball tournament in New York. I feel like that would be a great time of the year to play a little ball up in New York. As a red-blooded 34-year-old Texan who has never lived a day outside the state lines, I would struggle in a place like New York outside the summer months. No doubt in my mind. It goes sub 50 degrees. I become mentally weak. I become emotionally weak. My spiritual game gets tested in the cold. I'm just not made for it.
That was cold.
And that's why I struggled a
general.
lot in Montana on survival shoot.
That was cold just
Oh,
in general.
I just, even the thought, even saying the word Montana made me shiver a little bit. Yeah, they should, Tyler. I could see
So
that
I
being
think
a
there's
natural
actually been
collab
some
between old
rumblings of
Savannah
that
Bananas and MLB The Show one
Trying
day.
to
So I
happen.
think there's actually been some rumors.
I think it's hard because there's only 5
As
dudes.
there's
and
some
you need at least
rumors,
9 to
there's
play
some rumors
baseball,
floating
so.
around.
I think it's hard because there's only 5 dudes and you need at least 9
Yeah.
to play baseball. So.
Oh, you're talking about us in Savannah Bananas. Yeah, that always felt like that was just when and where, what time kind of thing.
Right. I feel like our company is very plug and play. Unlike this capture card.
Do you possibly, they're getting echoes, let go of my egos.
We might.
Do you want to maybe just
Don't
hit
want
it
to,
with a
'cause I
hard
obviously want you
reset?
guys to be able to see, what we're doing
I
here,
don't
but
want to because I obviously want you guys to be able to see, what we're doing here, but.
I mean, if you're tuning into the stream right now, first of all, thanks for being here. Second of all,
I mean, if
You're
you're
getting a
tuning into the
great
stream right now, first
behind
of all,
the
thanks for
scenes,
being here.
Yeah, seriously, thank you for enjoying your Friday with us.
Let's just keep playing.
Behind the scenes,
You know what, we can,
live stream for it.
we'll let Sparky keep playing.
Let's just keep playing for now.
We
You know what?
will
We can.
try
We'll
to
let
fix it
Sparky
as we
keep
go.
playing, and we
As a
will,
group, as a team.
Try to fix it as we go here.
as a group, as a team.
I'll give you an update on OT50. I see a couple of those coming in on the chat. I guess when you build out something to the scale that we have here at Dude Perfect, admittedly, I think we shortchanged just how much time that can take. And OT50 is coming. The new set is coming. I think a lot of that
Right,
stuff
yeah,
is
so
going to be taken care of
a lot of cool
while
stuff's coming.
tour's going on.
It's going to be
Because, yeah, we won't be.
Cool stuff's coming.
Yeah, there is a ton of cool stuff coming. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. I think on the back half of this year we're going to be working. I know that, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot of content to be had because of it. A lot.
Hey, Ayo. Aaron.
Hey,
Oswald,
Ayo, we got
welcome.
echoes, we got lags.
Hey, could you go down to the recording studio and
A
grab
to the Izzo is what I call them.
We're not getting audio for this one.
Grab the-
And maybe if there's also like a USB-C to Type A cable
We're not getting
too.
audio for this one. And maybe if there's also like a USB-C to Type A cable too.
I think there's 2 down
USB-C
there.
to Type A, and then how many capture cards?
I think there's 2 down there. You just grab them.
Okay.
Yep.
Thoughts on the Astros? Outside the cheek scale, there's a respect there for sure. It's kind of like as a Mavs fan growing up,
Right.
Dirk's arch evil nemesis was always the San Antonio Spurs. Watching them lift Larry O'Brien's down in South Texas did something to me. But there's a respect level that's gained because of it. I put the Astros very much, and now granted they lost some of that respect after what surfaced after the fact, but. There's some
player.
respect level, like
Jordan
an
Alvarez,
Altuve.
good
It's like it's
player.
hard to hate on Altuve, man. This guy is
Cheater, but
5'6",
good player.
150 pounds, soaking wet.
Cheater, but
Yeah.
good player.
Right, like a Jordan
It's hard to
Alvarez
ignore
though,
the
like he's an
talent
absolute
for
stud,
sure,
man.
but
I don't enjoy facing him.
Anything, dishonesty
Talent for sure.
rubs me the wrong way.
It's like anything, dishonesty.
People down in Houston seem to love it though.
rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, fair.
People down in Houston seem to love it though.
There's a knock. I needed that, brother. That's back up the middle. No game sound needed. Inner half fastball that I just fought into. Ooh, a little hip shake from T-Tone. He's becoming confident in himself here in AAA. Tell you what. You think Kai Bush,
That'd
the
be
pitcher,
funny.
goes by Kai Bush because Kyle Bush, the NASCAR driver, already
Tyler
took
okay?
Kyle?
Please
That
let me-
feels like
Tyler
he had
is
to go
okay.
to a Kai.
Tyler's okay.
Okay, please let me.
Yes, Tyler's okay. Tyler's okay. Actually, some
It
would
honestly
say
might be
Tyler's
dangerous,
never
like,
been
oh,
better.
I want to ride a
Guy's
bull.
thriving.
Now, you know, what can't I do?
It honestly might be dangerous. Like, oh, I want to ride a bull. Now, you know, what can't I do?
Sure. Yeah. Once you ride the
yeah.
bull, like, what's next? That's like Kobe when he went to space. It's like once you go to space, it's like what? I mean, step and throw 7. Yeah, I kind of flirted with disaster there, but no, disaster averted.
Absolutely.
On we roll. I like a 1-for-1 start today. He was here earlier today. We filmed some stuff in downtown Frisco this morning that Ty was present
Really?
for. Then we ate some barbecue. I'm actually kind of barbecue comaed up. That's why it might be a slow
Love it.
start, but all of a sudden we're 2 for 2. Or maybe the barbecue just hadn't hit yet. Hutchins Barbecue. If you're ever in Dallas-Fort Worth area and you need the most melt in
It
your
is a
mouth
great
barbecue on the market, Hutchins.
Sparky, Max W.
That's a
would like to know
Sparky
how'd you get
guarantee.
your nickname.
Sparky, Max W would like to know how'd you get your nickname.
Yeah, 4th grade is really when the first person called me Sparky. We got a childhood friend named Colin was the one who did it. Just to play off my last name. There's not some really, really cool, unique story to it. Just my last name's Sparkman. I was coined with the nickname Sparky, like I said, in 4th grade. And before you knew it, teachers, coaches, classmates, everybody. So real name's Kevin, though there's very few people. Can count generally on one hand those who call me Kevin. I sometimes give my mom a little flack for saying I had to go by a nickname because my name's so vanilla. It's so Nilla.
Okay, after this game we got new hardware.
We got new hardware.
And I'll look out for him as well.
Props to you in all the hardware difficulty because
Chat, don't worry, we
I would
have
be so in over
Solutions, hopefully.
Chat, don't worry. We have
Next vid this Saturday, actually. Friday, or today, I guess, if you're on our app.
this Saturday. Actually. Friday. Or today.
Friday on the app.
100%
Yeah,
airsoft,
yeah,
airsoft
yeah,
video.
that's true.
Those are always fun.
100%
to film.
airsoft
100-person airsoft, new airsoft video.
on the app today, on the tube tomorrow,
Yeah,
and then 3 weeks out
great
from
lineup.
Bull.
Yeah.
So nice little lineup. We're going through the meat
And
of the order.
I really
you
think
know?
people will like
I like
the
that.
Bull
3,
video
4,
because it
5 do
honestly
up.
kind of has
Put it in
a
baseball terms.
real life documentary feel to it almost.
Mm.
Tells the story
Sky
of
high
learning and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Tells the story of learning.
There's a lot of real life in that. There's real life bulls with some real life emotion and some real life fear involved. 2 for 2, 2 sings. Let's go now and get some extra bases.
Lead
How about
off
a
double
lead
or
off
better? That's
double or
bold. I love
better?
it.
That's what we're gonna lock in here.
Lead off double or better. That's bold.
Yeah, it's bold because I'm 2 for 2 and kind of feeling myself. Oh, I took a big hack. Oh, it's already on the app, according to Mary. The more the merrier. See what I did there? Thank you, Mary. Mary Colin McVeigh. I like that. I kind of sometimes wish I had a hyphenated last name. I think hyphenated
very
last
true.
names can be sick if done properly.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, we changed to the 3-week cadence. Ooh, I flinched at it but didn't go. When did we do that? A couple videos back?
I guess like it was longer than that, but yeah.
Oh, that ball is ripped. Hey, good thing there is video because that would have hurt some children's ears around the country. Whoa.
Echo, that should have fixed it.
Should I know Ryan Trahan's Wheel of Doom? I don't know what they're referencing.
It's from
Should
his
I
new
know
videos.
Ryan Trahan's
He's
Wheel of
been
Doom?
doing
I don't know what they're referencing there, but I do
visiting in
like Ryan
Airbnb 50
Trahan.
states. And towards the middle end of the
The
video,
50 states?
he introduced
okay,
this thing
I'm
where
familiar with that.
not just in like lump sum donations, but once he gets $5,000 or $50,000 donated, I think it's to some charity or something. This Wheel of Doom apparatus will glow, and there's basically kind of like Wheel Unfortunate, except there's certain things where it's like. So him and his wife are traveling
Yeah.
right now. I think one of them was like travel
Familiar.
separate from one another.
His wife are traveling right now. I think one of them was like travel separate
Get
from
back!
one another.
So there's a bunch of little things like
Sorry,
that.
I was a frozen
Travel
pizza
separately
there
from
for
your
a second.
wife, or like
There's a bunch of little things like that.
like I don't know. It's consequences and stuff, but I don't have
Hey,
50
listen,
grand to donate. So
listen.
It's consequences and stuff, but
Trahan's team, if you can hear me, I will also. Oh, I'm just melting like a popsicle in the Texas summer. But anyways, Trahan, if your team wants to give me $50K to work without my wife, I can do that well.
Let me look.
What's on that Wheel of Doom? Because there's.
Well, I don't think he gets
I would
the 50.
Wheel of
I
Doom
think
a
he's
lot of
donating
things for
it.
50 for a 50 spot. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. I see. Oh, what a pitch. Inner half seeker. Look at this guy's name,
That sounds like a
Freelander Baroa.
Toyota.
What a name. Prelander's got 99 to him, too.
I'm just tweaking it, guys.
Yeah, I guess just keep messing with the audio. I mean, Mike Clevenger. Okay. Fall from grace here at AAA pitching in extra innings. Need a base runner.
Oh, good pitch.
Need a
He
B
painted
runner
that
in a
one.
bad way. Yeah, they've been doing a little Picasso on me today. There's been some paint. 4-hit night sounds fun, though. Oh. I showed up second period. That's how tardy I was.
Productive out.
Ooh,
Productive
that
out,
ball is
advanced runner.
Kanakuk Classic. That thing was juiced.
I never went,
Anybody
but I had friends
Kanakuk
that
here? Anybody
Yeah.
part of the Kanakuk crew, summer camp?
I never went, but I had friends that did.
Yeah, I went twice, man. 2 of the best summers of my
Sometimes.
life.
did.
You miss
But
being a
sometimes
kid
it's
at
like,
all?
oh, I can drive.
Sometimes I do too. Depends on the situation.
Sometimes it's like, oh, I can.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I have
Yeah,
my
I
own
have to ask
money
mom
to
for a
do stuff.
20
I'm not-
spot. Yeah,
you know,
that's,
oh, I got
yeah.
$20 at Christmas. I
Fair.
have to make that last. It's like I can earn a living wage.
To make that last.
Right. Oh yeah.
Oh, brother, there was
Absolutely.
time in college. It was like I got $40 for the next 2 weeks. How do I get gas, food? Oh yeah, this is tough times, brother. But you know what? Makes you better. It makes you better.
Pause as soon as you
Sure. Day game after a night game.
pack the sunnies.
Pack the sunnies. I struggle in day games on this game.
The shadows are really
The shadows are tough.
oh, I heard a noise. Possibly a good thing.
Jennifer, a brand new wheel, a brand new set coming to Dude Perfect and Overtime Lovers everywhere very soon. We're not too far out from that. I feel like time has been flying here in the new office, but at the same time also going slow in the same sense. It's kind of a weird, yeah, because I feel like we're doing a lot, but then you still look up and, you know, there's more plans to alter the builds and all that juicy fun stuff, so. Yeah, I'll shout you out. I'll shout out the whole chat. Appreciate you joining us on a Friday, TGIF style. Sparky at the crib, and it's a quiet day at the office. We're about half full today, I'd say. It's like an MLB midweek game, you know. There's some good seats here at the crib today.
It's a makeup game for
It is ridiculous. And I'm probably part of this too. When I'm gone, I feel like probably people can realize it's a little more toned down in terms of audio around here. But when Tyler's not here, it is considerably more quiet.
Yeah.
He is just a loud individual, and I don't mean that in a bad way.
I think he and Cody compete with each other sometimes. 'cause
Oh, Cody can go there.
he can get there.
Yeah, you could be cross office from codes and hear him loud and clear.
he knows it though.
He does. I think he embraces it. So does Ty. So does C-Tone. So Ty left the office about lunchtime. We had some Hutchins barbecue. He actually just moved into a new crib, which, man, he's a busy dude. Between riding bulls and moving houses, he's got a lot going on. Good time for a weekend, actually. This Friday comes at an optimal time.
Yeah.
We need a little step back from the office.
It's about to get slow for a bit.
See, I don't even know. See, you just hear noises throughout the day. You can't even identify. Like, what is that? Is that a dying animal? Is that a power tool? Is it Tyler?
That's pretty loud.
Is that a tornado siren?
Is that it? I mean,
Be evacuated.
it's Texas. I'll go for it.
And now you think about our brand people, you know? Think about the legal team. You think about operations and what they have to go through. They might be mid-call right now. It's like, everything okay? Do y'all need to be taking shelter right now?
What in the world is going on?
That's insane. Sometimes I think it's just like a practical joke when something like this carries on for so long. There we go. Whew.
Cracking skulls.
Yeah, sorry about that, chat. That was a, that's an art team special.
Well, shout out the art team, though.
Man, art team's probably off their finest shoot yet. We filmed outdoors this week, chat, in Texas, summer weather. Couldn't been a degree less than 95. Midday, too. It's like we didn't even hide the fact. I mean, we were filming most of our content on Tuesday and Wednesday from noon to 3 p.m. Oh, man. So, yeah, there was, everybody lived to tell about it, though, but art team, man, they left it out on the game field. We should have had, like, post-game IVs on that shoot. Garrett had one of the most audacious sunburns that I've ever seen. He third degreed that bad boy. Let me grab my body armor here.
Chat, we're trying to figure out some
Speaking of that,
technical
and make sure I'm on my
difficulties today. We
hydrate
did a
game.
Stream last week and had no issues. Booted up the system earlier today, had no issues. So thanks for sticking with us. Trying to figure it out. But you know what? We're glad you're here. Yeah, got to. You never know.
You know I keep that thing strapped on me.
Every now and then.
How often do you see me with my
I'll
glove
see
in a
Sparky
given day?
take a little trip.
Every now. Yeah. I feel like it's a daily endeavor right now.
Just go play. Just play. Yeah.
I'm good.
People want to see.
I'm
The
good
people
to
want to see.
get,
Just play, yeah.
get in the batter's box. I want to see. I want to see what I can do here against Juan Corella. Oh, Corella DeVille. Almost took him deep to right.
Trio, we most certainly will be.
Trio, we most certainly will be at the Dude Perfect night. Well, I say
So,
we.
Do we tease what also might be going on
Look at
Friday?
that, the discipline to lay off the curveball in the dirt. Me, Tyler, Garrett will be there. I know the Twins and Cody are not going to make it. So some would argue that's better, baby. It would be a fun night.
Go Ball.
Next Friday night at the ballpark. Who the boys playing again?
Let's get a fact check on that. See who your Texas Rangers are playing. And by your, I mean me and Sparky's. I don't know who you guys cheer for. Let us know. Favorite MLB teams. Throw them in the chat. Another fun, maybe next week we might be live streaming from Dude Perfect Night at the ballpark. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe stay tuned. Maybe tune
You're
in.
gonna give them
Tap
that
in.
info. I love it. They deserve it. From the ballpark on the big screen, maybe
Texas
with
Rangers
a
will be taking
Ranger,
on the Seattle
an actual
Mariners.
player
Could be a good
as
game.
well. I told you about the most humbling moment of my life where it was like, oh my gosh, that's the coolest thing I've ever been a part of. Like, I couldn't help but smirk when he said it. We are at Rangers spring training. We kind of got word through Hannah that DeGrom and Evo had kids that were fans. And so we go up to meet Evo. The boys are in front of me. I'm trying to lob up, get my mic on. And as I'm approaching, he hits me with the
That is
Sparky.
awesome.
Nice to meet you. Nathan Evaldi knew who your boy was, and that was
Yeah.
not as humbling as it. I was like, I'm a huge Nathan Evaldi fan, you know? And wild. I try to make it every year, Cannon. I love me some Texas high school football to this day. And from afar, I think people out of state don't really understand it. They're like, wait, you're in your 30s and you still follow high school football?
yeah.
Oh, I don't only follow it. I'm watching High School Scoreboard every Friday night.
It's great because it's like,
Got a piece.
there's passion, there's
Really
crosstown rivalries.
You have to live through
Absolutely.
Friday Night Lights to know about Friday Night Lights, you know?
It's been
What
great.
a series
I thought-
that Pacers Thunder series has been. Here's the way I evaluate it so far.
Right.
As a lover of basketball, and as a neutral in this series,
Right.
I am slightly leaning towards the Pacers due to the fact Rick Carlisle's a part of that. He was the Mavericks coach in 11 when Big D rose it up. With that said, I can identify as a neutral that I do think Oklahoma City
Yeah.
is far superior. Always
True,
in
very
sports,
true.
not always, but generally the best team doesn't always win. Happens in the NFL all the time. Usually in basketball over 7 games it happens. But for the fact this series is even going still is insane to me. props to the Pacers and the guts
Right.
they play with, the
On
desperation
paper, the
they play
Thunder
with,
are
because
the better
they're
team,
they're
but-
outmatched straight up. Hey, Thunder defend better in the half court. I think they're a little deeper, but props to Indy. It would be a great story. I mean, it's been a great finals regardless, the fact that we made it to Game 7. But with all that said,
At
I
home
do
too,
think
Game 7.
Oklahoma
This
City
is
not only
the
gonna beat
first
them, I
Game
think they
7 in
throttled
9
them in Game
years
7.
in the finals. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? What, the
2016.
last one was the Braun 3-run comeback
And before
against
that
Golden
even, I don't
State?
know
Wow,
when there
so
would've
we were
been
due.
one.
We were due
Because the
for
Mavs
one.
won in 6.
Trying to remember, yeah.
Spurs.
Mavs 1 and 6. I'm trying to remember which ones just
won
went to
in
7 off
15?
the top of my head. I know a Lakers
that-
Celtics series.
That was 2011.
Lakers,
I'm pretty
Celtics
sure. No,
in the
2010.
mid-
That was 2010.
That was 2011.
That
Was
might
that
have gone to
no,
7.
11 was Mavs. Yeah. I think it was 10 or 9.
Because that was Kobe's last ring.
Wait, you had
The 2014 when the Spurs
didn't
won?
one of the
Maybe.
Kawhi
I can get a
Spurs
fact check
teams
on that.
go 7 games?
Might as well.
You are the fact check guy.
Let's see.
Golly, I'm chasing all of a sudden, Ayo. I gotta
Actually,
be disciplined.
no.
Then look who it is.
The
It's
2014
Freelander Baroa
Spurs
back
won
up
in
there.
5 games.
The 2014 Spurs won in 5 games.
Okay.
I mean, the only other finals
one
he
with
was
Kawhi
in.
that
Oh,
went
the year
7
before,
though, I thought.
2013, when the Heat won. The second of their back-to-backs. Yes.
Second of their back.
Yeah,
That
the
was
Wash,
yes.
Ray
That was the
Allen
7-game
Game
series. The
6
one where
hit
they,
to
the
force
one
a
where
Game
the Spurs
7.
won,
Yeah, Kawhi missed
2014,
some free
did not
throws.
go to 7 games.
The one where the Spurs won, 2014, did not go to 7.
Gotcha.
I was a little surprised
Yeah.
by the fact that if I heard the stat right.
I was a little surprised by the fact that if I heard this stat right, and if it's true, that Rick Carlisle would be the oldest.
Be the oldest
Golly, Kevin.
Really? Wow. I guess I didn't know Rick was up there.
Finals winning head coach of all time.
Really?
I think Rick's in his 70s. I think. Fact check that. How old's Rick Carlisle? But he's doing really well for himself.
65,
If he is in his
still.
70s, because he doesn't look a day past about 57. 65. Okay. But that would be the oldest. Maybe that's a false fact.
Also, you
I
were right.
got
The
hit
2010
with online.
series between the Lakers and the Celtics also went to 7. Yeah.
Series between the Lakers and the Celtics also went to 7.
7. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, the oldest NBA Finals winning coach, Larry Brown, Pistons coach,
Ooh, over 4-3 strikeouts.
54.
Larry B. How old was he?
I guess when you think about it,
That's
though, if you're like, you know
insane.
how it works, a
That
long
is
coaching
wild to
career,
me.
you start when you're a grad assistant when you're 20 something, and then you get your first assistant job when you're 30 something. You might get a head coach by 40, and then if you're not good, you know.
Yeah.
Might get a head coach by 40.
Yeah.
If you're not good,
Or I guess in the back, like
Right.
Pop.
2014 was
I
when
would
he won.
consider
it,
Pop,
yeah.
but then again, he hadn't won one in like 12 years. So,
Or like
yeah,
Phil Jackson.
11 years.
He won 6, but that was with the Bulls in the 90s, and then won
That's
2010
stripe blue?
with the Lakers. But again, that was 15 years ago now. That sounds crazy saying 2010 was 15 years ago.
that sounds crazy saying 20.
I'm lost right now. I'm playing some bad baseball. And
Pleasant
He rings me
Grove,
up there, I get
Texarkana.
ejected.
We
I
have
find a
someone
way to
who
get
would
tossed.
definitely know where that is.
P. Grove, baby. Yeah, Pleasant Grove
That's
got some
another thing that's
athletes.
fun. Going back to Texas high school football, so many athletes. I mean, if you're watching 6A Division II, or if you're
Oh,
watching
my
6-man,
gracious.
it doesn't matter. Yeah, doesn't matter.
Kids are different nowadays too. I'll tell you what. Just going to, I was on the sidelines this last year for one of the state finals, and the speed
Go
of
ball.
the game, the size of the stretch. Get out of my life.
He's touching all of them, all the bases. That's huge.
All the bases.
That's big, because that's what gets you to the bigs.
Much needed long ball too.
Ooh, that was a much needed long ball too. You know what? Let's go back to back with it. I'm gonna token up after I hit a big fly here. Second of the day. Ooh, late.
Pride myself in trying to.
Thank you, brother.
Locked in when I'm taking
Pride myself in trying to. That's when I know I'm locked in, when I'm taking close pitches that are balls. Yeah, good slider down.
Chat, let
and
us know
away.
any fun
Fooled
weekend
me.
plans.
Fooled me.
Let us know what you got going on this weekend.
Fool's gold.
Going to dinner with some friends
What do you
tonight.
have going on, K-Slay?
Tomorrow, gonna hang out with my buddy.
Fun?
A little bro time. My wife's working
Get
at
some
the
bro time?
hospital, so I got kind of all day to.
My wife's working at the hospital, so I got kind of all
What?
day to.
Well, you can't celebrate that.
Oh,
You gotta
I mean,
act- you at least gotta
she
act
loves
like
what she
you
does. She loves
Your
what she
wife's
does. Shout out Children's
I
Medical
hate to
Plan.
hear that case. Like,
Yes, and then we're gonna go get dinner,
Medical plan.
and then Sunday go to church and chill and watch NBA Finals. College baseball this weekend too. Coastal Carolina punched their ticket. Excited to see if the
Yeah,
Chanticleers
that's a
can
good
do it
point.
again.
Carolina punched their ticket. Excited to see.
You know, if Coastal Carolina, this being their second College World Series appearance, wins it and they're 2 for 2 in their appearances, that's pretty
Yes.
cool.
Wins it, and they're 2 for
Someone said,
Two?
I'm going to sleep this weekend. That's real.
it was really cool. Love
That's
seeing the
so
mid-major
real.
there.
Going fishing, that's
I like
awesome.
the way Phil's going about his business.
I haven't fished in a while. I love going fishing.
I am barely late.
Right.
Hey, it's been a minute for me
It's
too.
also hard
Well,
now.
Deep
So many
sea
like
did some
local
damage
ponds
to me.
and stuff.
Deep sea
They
kind
don't
of.
let you fish at anymore.
So many like local
Yeah.
ponds and stuff. They don't let you fish it.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like skating
Yep.
back in the day when it got hot, and then all of a sudden everybody was like, "Can't skate here."
I was the kid with the race.
Sister's high school graduation party tomorrow,
Oh,
Gavin.
I'm
That's
surprised
fun.
you have
Congratulations.
Shins to-
Graduating
to
high
tell
school. That's a
about
big
it.
achievement.
Those Razor scooters.
Graduating high school. That's a good time.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I'm glad I graduated high school.
Yeah, that's
man.
sick.
That part of senior
That's
year,
the
once you
cause
get
for
accepted to
celebration.
college, or you already know what you're doing after you graduate,
Yeah.
you just kind of coast.
Accepted to college, or
Oh yeah,
after you graduate, you just
it's that
Oh,
senioritis.
that senioritis. Yeah, that's a real thing.
contagious. Turn 2 here on the quick hop.
contagious.
Nice, Sparky.
Glove work there, Seven. We need to see.
Good glove work there, Seven.
Gabriel
We need
and
to see-
Eli
we need to
from
show the
South Africa. What's
organization that
going
we're
on,
capable
y'all?
of such glove work.
What's that time difference? Yeah.
South African.
Let's fact
That's
check.
got to be at least an 8 spot, you would imagine. South Africa's got to be at least an 8 spot.
It is currently 8:43 p.m., so 7 hours.
It's currently 8:43 p.m. So
7 hours.
Ooh.
Going to Vermont University. The Panthers, I believe.
Ooh,
Is that
ooh.
Catamounts? That's a Panther. Get up.
Stretch. Catamounts. Is it? I don't even know what a catamount is. Look at that. To the base of the wall, his cheeks are against the center
Yeah,
field.
it's a
padding.
cougar or
Goodness
mountain lion.
gracious,
Okay,
I
so
thought I hit
yeah, it's a
that out.
panther.
it's a cougar or mountain lion. Okay. So
Vermont Catamounts. I think it's a private school. I bet that campus is beautiful.
Someone's
I've never
moving to
been
Texas this
Vermont.
weekend. Welcome.
I hear that's
Welcome to the great state.
beautiful
Best state,
portion of the country.
in my opinion.
Getting a lot of double play balls here. A little 5-4-3 double play.
Offer to go play at Texas State quarterback. That's cool. Rumblings of
State,
them
the
getting
Bobcats out of the belt.
Pac-12.
Chasing.
That'll be interesting.
Packy. Yeah,
Yeah, they
I
need
don't
sponsored
know.
by
You gotta
Delta
have a
Airlines
traveling
or
partner, in my
something.
opinion, to justify it.
Delta Airlines.
I mean, I would love a world
Yeah.
where like Memphis, North Texas, UTSA, and Texas State all went together, but you got to go together, or it's a travel nightmare. Get over his head. There we go. That was a laser beam to right. Send him.
Yeah, there's
Send him.
Makes sense.
Safe. Yeah, there's a rib eye. Makes sense. Had some ribs earlier. Now I'm getting rib eyes on the game.
Hutchins
Come on
barbecue.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
talking Hutchins barbecue up earlier.
Are those the jalapeno
I
poppers?
doubled up on the Texas Twinkies. I did.
The jalapeno poppers.
Yeah.
Mmm.
What gets me in trouble at
Mm.
Hutchins is the free cobbler and ice
What gets me
cream.
in trouble?
Free cobbler and ice cream?
Free cobbler and ice cream.
I know. I didn't dabble. Sean did. Ty did.
So
I
fun.
I already
Fun
felt guilty
story.
enough because I was
This time
just
last year,
double
when I was at
Twinkie.
AM, so we were doing like a little mini documentary about life around College Station to show the recruits and their families. And so we went to a bunch of like the local restaurants that were kind of nice, and of course they were like, "Oh, absolutely, we'd love to help the athletics program." Blah blah blah. So we'd interview the owner, like the head chef, and then they would just bring out plates of food. And it was me, my boss, and another guy that was filming with us. So there's just 3 people.
Me, my boss, and
We ate so much food. We probably gained 10 pounds in a week. It was sick. We felt, same thing, kind of like, oh no, we can't accept that. But of course they're like, absolutely. Sparky is seeing the baseball.
We're back. We're back to barreling up baseballs. That thing was loud. I didn't hear the game sound, but I
I don't
kind
know
of
what's
could
going
hear
on
the
with
game
that
sound.
audio.
That was so loud.
I'm waiting for it to just randomly pop back on and scare all of us.
Deadliest man alive.
Well, no, it was working. Like I was telling the chat, it was working earlier today when I did a little walkthrough test of it. It just gave out on us.
Get the average north of 300 if I get
Shout out.
to hit here.
Shout out Mom's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to anyone whose
change up.
birthday it is today. Friday.
Yeah.
Friday birthdays, man. Whew. Awesome.
Those are fun. What, you know what day of the week you were
Tuesday?
born on? I was a Tuesday kid, which checks out actually, I think.
I don't know what time I was born.
I was a Tuesday night guy.
Uh,
I was like a 9 p.m.er, which also
I can look at the
checks out
domestic
as a
box
night owl.
office.
Just getting my night going on the 26th of March. Whoa, that's a hanging curveball.
Honestly, way to stay alive.
That's a good pitch, not a horrible pitch.
How did I'm so late on that and so below it? I got lucky.
Oh, how did I'm so late on that and so below
see
it.
the
I
day
got
of the
lucky
week.
there.
Fighting your AO.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe putting one together.
I was
Fighting
born on a
your AO.
Sunday
This is an AB.
There you
Putting
go.
one together here.
on the Sabbath.
That's what I love about a Sunday.
Ayo, when were
That's
you
what I
born?
love about a Sunday.
Oh wow, Ao knows Wednesday at 12:42. He had that down. I thought he was gonna have to like look it up.
Wow, I'm the
I'm trying to
minute.
get DoorDash.
To the minute. You got, yeah.
Really?
I
Hey,
was there.
sorry,
I was the
don't
one
wanna be
who
that
came in
guy.
right before closing and
Oh.
ordered a couple entrees. Yeah,
Not
don't
gonna
be
lie,
that
Sparky,
guy.
I
I'm gonna
worked at a
roll in at
restaurant in high school when people
9:42
did
and
that.
you close at 10.
It's like, oh, I can go ahead and get the mop bucket
Oh, sure, you
started.
think
I can
you-
get the
yeah, you think a
Fabuloso
little
in there,
different,
start
huh?
mopping. Family of 3 walks in. They're gonna order 3 fried rices, and I gotta go cook it real quick.
Even I have like an hour policy on that, maybe 45 minutes if it's a sit down.
Or just sit down.
Even fast food, I don't like to go if it's 30.
Now,
sub
now, if it
30.
was a to-go,
30's the cutoff, yeah.
if they're coming to the
It's
drive-thru
a,
and
it's a
picking
respect.
it up,
It's a respect
place it at
thing.
8:59 because the kitchen doesn't close until 9. But if you're walking in, because then you're not going to be, if you order, but we'd have some people order at 8:50 and then eat until 9:30, but we're closed. So then, and then it's awkward because people will drive by and see, oh, there's still people in there. They must be open. And we have to be like, well, actually, no.
That always
Right.
seems to happen when like
Right.
there's a college playoff semi and you're
Our
trying
boss
to
was
get
funny.
home.
Sometimes
That
if people would
always
come in
happens. It's never
late,
just
he would
like a-
literally just not even charge because he just wanted them to go sit down and
Down.
eat. He'd just be like,
Oh,
what do you want? We'll
baby.
bring it to you. If we had like a bunch of stuff we needed to get rid of.
We had like a bunch of stuff we needed to get rid of.
Piling up the hits here.
Stay hot, 7. Piling up the hits here.
It's been a minute really since I actually called
Been a minute, Dadliest. It's been a minute really since I actually
Someone
called
said if
Ty
you get
out on
called
that.
from
Say,
the
where's my
athletics, tell them
invite?
hard pass. I mean, athletics, they get a good young core. The problem with them and a lot of small market teams is they just can't keep their players.
The problem with them and a lot of small market teams is they just can't
Yeah,
players.
that or it's like,
Oh, the Athletics?
right.
That or it's
Right.
like, yeah, but poor
Or, yeah,
owner,
they're-
the ownership doesn't want to commit the money to them. That's
I
why
mean,
they
like,
might move
Matt
Miller.
Olson.
Old Mason Miller might be on the
He was really good for
block.
them, and then now he's on the Braves. So
oh, there's so many.
yeah, you could go down the list.
Oh, there's
Johnny
so
Damon,
many
right? Wasn't he
guys
on
growing up who were athletics and then they just
I made a movie about
shined
it.
elsewhere. Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely.
They had back in the day with Zito, Mulder,
Yeah, that pitching staff they had back in the day with Zito, Mulder
Like the
days.
early
Ooh, I mean, the
2000s.
Rangers wouldn't score a run in a 3-game series
Yeah.
sometimes. Thousands when they were, yeah,
Do
during
you ever,
Moneyball.
like, I always think
the staff they put
Moneyball and
together
some of
during
those
that time
things
was
where
silly.
it's. I wonder now in sports, what is something that's just like so obvious that nobody's doing that would change how it. But it's like now with all the analytics and everything, it's like I don't know if that there's anything hidden. You know, like there's no secrets because.
There always is. I think it's funny that like football last year had an uptick of like 4% in the run, and I think that's becoming more of
Yeah.
a thing. Like we went spread for a while, now we're going back to running the rock. Even
I guess that's
basketball,
anything. It ebbs and flows.
football. That checks out. I see AL
3 yards
being
in
a
a
fan
cloud
of,
of
hey,
dust,
let's run
yeah.
power. I don't care if they
Oh,
know it's
oh.
coming. Let's get 3.5. Yeah. Did I?
When they know what's coming, but they can still execute it. Like that's just you feel.
Yeah, that does hit different up. Even basketball, like I think Nowitzki's of the world helped change the game.
Yep.
The title-winning Warriors, the way they played the game and spaced the floor and shot a bunch
Absolutely.
of threes, kind of changed the game.
Boys, watch out for flying objects.
3-1.
Green light.
Boys,
The
watch
green
out for
light was
flying
on.
objects. I'm a little
Colton
late on
asks
it.
dark
Can't be late
horse.
on 94 when you're hunting it. Dark
When we're
horse
saying
NFL
dark
is a
horse-
great question.
That's got to stay up.
Ooh,
There you go. It's off the wall.
Go ball.
High bounce off
Go
the
ball.
wall. Stand up double for Spark. I don't.
Man, we are racking up the XBHs. The extra
Contingent
base
upon
hits.
offensive line play.
I think so.
Carolina Panthers out of the NFC South. NFC South there.
I was going to say it. I'm not kidding. They're coming around. That's another team that ran the football so much more last year. And if they can successfully run the football,
and
make
they
it
got
easier on
Renfro,
Bryce to just kind of
Leggett,
pick and.
Thielen's back for another year. Jatavian Sanders
Yeah.
also.
It does. I mean, just call it what it is. When you draft inside
Isn't
the
that
top
crazy, like the
10
Browns
for
for all
a
those
decade,
years?
you should flip that thing around.
The
at
Lions
some
got out
point,
of that.
as long as you
Remember
draft
how bad
well.
the Lions used to be?
That's what's incredible is how many times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, since
Yeah,
the
outside of when
60s.
Barry Sanders was there, it was like,
Yeah, outside of when Barry Sanders was there, it was like
I'll tell you an
Let me
NBA
guess, let me
upstart
guess.
one that I
Can I
think
get-
like
can I
2
get a
years from now
East
you're
or
going to turn
West?
around and be like, wait, they're good.
East or West.
gonna be good, like make the playoffs be good, or like win the whole
I
thing.
think this team has a nice
Like make the playoffs be good or like win the whole thing?
young core. I mean, if all the
Pistons?
stars align, I could see them being in title contention 2 to 3 years.
Pistons or Magic?
No,
But
but that is a good one
yeah,
too because
yeah.
I do like Cade Cunningham a lot. Orlando.
Yeah.
I really, really, really like Paolo Banchero. I think the
Right.
fact that he plays in
Yeah.
Orlando, he's kind of like the
They just got
NBA's
Desmond
best hidden
Bane,
secret
too.
currently going.
I'm intrigued to
he's
see.
a stud, man.
Desmond Bane too.
Oh, get back, Sparky.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued to see what the Grizzlies do, because they let Bane walk.
I'm intrigued to
Are
see
they
what
just
the
gonna
Grizzlies do.
blow it all up and see what happens with Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr.?
Blow it all
Who
up.
knows?
Feels like that.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah, because he's gonna.
I don't know. They're gonna have to
They're
make a
gonna-
decision on Morant
a
really
lot of
soon,
money.
though.
My buddy works for the Lions, and he's been living in Detroit,
Uh-huh.
obviously. And he said it's been kind of fun because
Been living in Detroit.
he's from the Houston area, so Astros, Rockets, Texans, like all in. But he'll go to Tigers game or go to the Pistons games. And
Yeah.
he said it was actually entertaining that two traditionally not good teams have had really good seasons. Yeah. And he works for the Lions, ripping off.
Yeah, great time,
14
isn't
wins
it,
like
to
it's
be
nothing.
working for them. Sure.
Yeah.
That was impressive. I want to kind of see how
Did
they
they have any
rebound.
big roster moves this
from, the
offseason? I know there's a
postseason
lot
failure.
I've forgotten about. Like Bosa's on the Bills now.
I don't think so.
Oh, baby, watch out.
That ball was
Oh,
history.
baby, watch
Over the
out, Bo. This
batter's
one goes.
eye.
That's in
Chat, let us know how
Ohio.
far you think that went. We get a
Oh,
replay on that,
my.
Sparky.
Over the
458.
Woo.
Wow.
Mammoth shot from T-Tone, who's 3 for 3.
A mammoth shot from T-Tone, who's 3 for 3 with a Johnson,
Yeah.
2 doubles. I
458.
mean, we might as well roll the dice, hit a
And that's with
homie
a
again.
crosswind. Houston sports. I hate to admit this, but I think they do have a bright future. The Rockets have a good squad. Eager to see what happens. If Kevin Durant ends
Yeah,
up going
they
there.
have a good young nucleus.
In
too.
true KD fashion, though, he's saying he wants to play for somewhere and then changes his mind.
KD fashion though, he's saying he wants to play for somewhere and then changes his mind.
Dude,
That's bad.
oh,
That was that.
I thought you got hit by the ball.
That's bad. that was delete.
Where do you
delete,
think KD
delete. I did
ends up
too.
working?
I was hoping I did.
He's got now, obviously, at this point in his career, prioritized.
I mean, he's got now obviously
Yeah,
at this
'cause he
point in his
doesn't-
career
he's got the one
prioritized
with the
winning a
Warriors.
title. Maybe he
Or the
showcased
2 with
that
the
years
Warriors.
ago.
The one with the Warriors.
Yeah, well, I think he got 2.
And the rumor mill definitely is attached Dallas to that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been the rumor mill definitely is attached Dallas to that. Houston makes sense because they are talented young. Obviously went to school at University of Texas down there in South Texas. So
Yeah, I know. The big three
I don't
for
see
a
him
long
going to
time were
Charlotte or
Spurs,
something like that.
Rockets, and T-Wolves.
Spurs, Rockets,
But
and,
that'd be fun. But I think it's another situation where you just have too many
T-Wolves,
ball
that-
handlers.
actually,
Because like the Rockets, their primary ball handler is Jalen Green,
Fair.
obviously,
That's a-
or
that's a-
Van Vliet if they want to do their small ball rotation.
yeah.
if they want to do their
Exactly.
small ball rotation.
But who's
Yeah.
closing if KD and Anthony Edwards are on the same court at the same time? It's a
And
fair
like
argument.
the Timberwolves have Naz Reid, so they're set.
It's a fair argument.
Have you ever seen a 6-pack of tokens earned in one ball game?
That's insane.
Have you ever seen a 6-pack of tokens?
Took the
earned in
average
one
from
ball
290
game?
to
Whoa, that was a
340.
juicy outing.
Hurry back to a day game. Maybe I do like day games.
In a hurry. In a hurry. Back to a day game. Maybe I do like day games more than I say. It's Grant Taylor leading it off at 340. That all of a sudden looks pretty.
Someone said
down
he needs
there
to
in
go
the
back to
bottom right.
OKC. That'd be crazy.
Someone said he needs to go back to to OKC.
We've
That'd
had
be
a couple of
crazy.
those.
That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Oh,
We've
yeah.
had a couple of
Like
those
little,
as
like, 1 year.
DFW sports fans where they come home.
Yeah.
Late in his career.
Did DeMarcus Ware sign like a
Pudge
10?
came
Jason
back.
Witten signed like a 10
They're late in
day.
his career.
Marcus Ware sound like a 10 to
Speaking of Jason Witten, his son is now
Oh,
now
for
we're getting to that
sure.
age. Jason Witten's son is getting recruited.
Now we're getting
Yeah.
Jason Witten's
He just finished a visit to A&M last weekend. I
Wow.
saw that and I was like, no way.
Play shortstop.
Oh my
Deep in the hole.
gosh.
That's robbery.
Ooh, what a play shortstop deep in the hole.
Wow,
That's
the game's telling you to
robbery
show a
at the
replay of that too. That's
highest order.
disrespectful.
Wow, the game's telling you to show
You're the best
replay. That's good.
unofficial DP member is great. I do get
You're
paid
the best
by him.
unofficial DP member is great.
Free.
I do get paid by him, luckily, Nate. I ain't working for free.
We're on the payroll. We're happy.
I'm on payroll. As long as we're on the payroll, we're happy.
In case they were kind of teeing up exactly what's coming to the back half of the year.
Me
Yeah.
and Casey were kind of teeing up exactly what's coming to the back half of the year, but I'm
It's gonna
talking
be
some
sweet.
groundbreaking.
Also on the gaming
level.
side of things, hopefully we're not having much more
Content
technical
coming.
difficulties. We're gonna have a dedicated
Hopefully we're not having
setup and
technical difficulties.
nice.
Dedicated setup.
This is
and-
the guy who's just kind of in a groove right now.
This is the guy who's just kind of
Really wish we
in a
could just
groove
hide the
right
songs,
now.
Really wish we
Those
could
bright
hide
blue.
this,
But I mean, they give us 6% speed boost, guys.
I mean, they give us 6% speed boost, guys.
I don't know if they're worth the fashion eyesore, but they do make you a little quicker.
I don't know if they're worth the fashion
And that's what
eyesore,
Ty
but they do
needs.
make you a little quicker, fleet of foot.
Somebody just woke up. Well, good morning.
Hey, I've been there once upon a time. Summer
woke up. Well,
opens
good
up and all of a
Oh
sudden-
yeah.
Hey, I've been there once upon
Oh,
a
yeah.
time. Summer opens up, and all of a sudden you and your friends are casually gaming Halo until 4:30 a.m.
Jeremy says
Next
we
thing
should
you
do a
know,
video
you're
of
waking
Ryan
up. It's
Trahan.
1:30.
Yeah. Ryan's a cool guy.
Jeremy says we should do a video of
He's just so busy. I don't know that we could get him for
He is a
one.
busy dude.
He's always doing something.
I don't know that we could get him.
He is a busy
Always
dude.
doing something.
He's a very smart dude too. That's what I picked up on quickly at the NFL draft. Was he's
Really?
he's a sharp dude. I think
Pretty
he
sure
almost
he's,
downplays just how smart he is. He's
Not
a very
local,
thorough
but he's in the
individual.
state, I think. I think he's a Texas guy. I think he lives in Houston.
Ripped.
Yeah. Hey, you knew, correct?
Really?
He is.
He's another
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
those that just.
A&M grad, correct? Almost positive.
Well,
he
that's
went
like
to
we were
A&M.
doing the
I don't
bull
know if he
riding stuff with
grabbed,
Dale Brisby.
But I know he.
He's
I
A&M
think he
grad.
had
I
a
didn't
cup of
even
tea
know.
at A&M.
Yeah.
Bull riding stuff with Dale Brisby.
Or like
Yeah.
another band, Surfaces.
I had no idea.
No,
Yeah.
but I'll act like I do. Yeah, surfaces,
Or like
sure.
another band,
What about
Isn't that song Sunday Best?
No, but I'll act like I do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good,
surfaces,
yeah.
sure.
A&M
What about him?
people. Yeah. I mean,
Yes,
when
yes,
you're
I
the
do.
second largest university in
wow.
the nation, it kind of makes
When
sense.
you're the
Is it nation?
second
Dude,
largest
it's
university in the
nuts.
nation,
Apparently, by 2030, they're
nation
expecting to have
now?
like over 80,000 enrollees,
apparently in like
which is
by
nuts.
2030, they're expecting to have like over 80,000
Back up the
enrollees.
box.
That's through.
Face knock. This is fun.
Oh,
Back up
big
the
turn to
box.
second.
Base knock.
He's gone.
This is fun.
That would have been a double play.
This is fun. I should have maybe. He's gone. Wow, bad base running.
Noah says it's a perfect
Bad
live
base
while he eats
running.
his lunch. Yeah, dude, it's great.
Reading the word lunch, though.
It is. It's a good live luncher. Just reading the word lunch though kind of made me want some more barbecue. That's the thing about
And then
barbecue
it
too.
settles
You go
and
into
you're just like,
that BBQ
where's the rest of
coma
it?
for a
Yeah.
sec, but you come out the other side almost more hungry. Because I mean, you
Oh, yeah.
probably
That's me
could
with,
put a
like,
Texas
seafood,
Twinkie in my
like
face right now
crawfish.
and I'd devour.
I'll eat like 2 pounds of crawfish in one sitting. Really?
I'll eat like 2 pounds of crawfish.
I don't do seafood.
Really?
I don't do seafood. Yeah, never been my
I got a lot
thing.
of family in South Texas, and then growing up.
I got a lot of family in South Texas and
What a play!
That's
T-Man asked,
SC top
where's
10
Jackson?
later
Jackson is
tonight. You
actually
can catch that
editing
play
for
again
social
if
right
you
now,
missed it.
so
Whoa.
Jackson is actually editing.
we're putting him to
J-Mon?
work.
Yeah, he did put out a flame job of that Lamar, because I didn't see it coming. I had no idea he was working on it, and all of a sudden I saw it posted, and I was like, ooh.
Ooh.
Give that little
Who do I think's
stinky
gonna win the
face,
College
you
World
know,
Series? So it's
ooh,
LSU, Coastal Carolina
Jackson.
in the final.
Isn't the whole nation outside Baton
Yeah, I think the whole nation outside Baton Rouge, Louisiana, pulling for
I mean,
the
I always
Chiefs.
try to
You
not root
have
for
to in
LSU
this
if I can, I'm
situation.
gonna be
It's David
completely
versus
honest.
Goliath.
Yeah,
try to not root for LSU.
gotta be completely
Yeah,
honest
that's a
there.
great rule to live by.
Really honest there.
We need a show called Sparky Karaoke. That'd be fun. Get down.
No, you don't want that. You don't want that. One of the worst singers you'll ever come across. But isn't it funny that like you can turn on a song loud enough in the car and you're like, I actually think I killed that? Or sometimes in the shower,
You
you're
know
like,
who mentioned something
I
like
kind
that?
of want to hear that
made me
back
kinda
because
giggle?
I ate that alive.
Garrett Little.
Something like that.
He said, "Oh, I love singing in the car."
Garrett Little.
I see that.
G
Right?
lit.
Chat. This is a guy in the office. Maybe says,
I see that
15 words
actually.
a day.
I see Garrett.
Guy in the office
Yeah, it's on the high end too.
"Yeah."
15 words a day.
Shout out G-Lit.
Yeah, it's on the high end too.
Yeah, Garrett's
Shout out G-Lit.
Garrett
Yeah, Garrett Little's
it's
words compared to
all-time
thumbnails
word
made
count.
is a great
Now, text count is
battle.
different.
Like what? Arguably my favorite in the office, though. Arguably my favorite in the office.
Upstate
I've been on
New
record
York.
saying that. G Little, good kid. What a good kid with a pure jump shot too. Not a bad
like
little
prime
jump
shape.
shot on the Northeastern.
Yeah, it's like prime shea
He's a New
Battier.
York boy. We got a nice little
Prime Shea
flavor now.
Battier
It
in the
used to be
corner,
just
old G
Texas
Little.
guys. We're not just simply Texas. Yeah, you got some Battier to him, some Bruce Bowen from back in the day, some Brucey B. We're gonna get our durability up because we are flirting.
We got points to spend before you start this next.
Okay, deal. I saw your question, Gavin, regarding the sixth guy. I don't need any labels. I'm just happy to come into the office every day, work with these fine people, and we've added some fine people over the last couple months. I'm just trying to make the squad proud when my number's called upon. That's all. If I'm doing that, then it's okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Win a couple Sixth Man of the Year
Ever heard of Jamal
awards on the way.
Crawford?
I made a bad mistake of clicking next game.
No. He's
I
hot.
made a
He's
bad
leading
mistake
off
of
batting
clicking next game,
352.
So I apologize, but remind me to back out after the first.
Hey, is that call coming maybe?
I know, yeah. All of a sudden, it's like, hey, is that call coming maybe a little sooner than we expected?
Oh, what a pitch.
3 games. Look at the damage
Down.
done.
Look at the last
6
3
for two is
games. Look at the
crazy.
damage done. 8 for
Slade
13.
Sissoni. That's a cool name.
Oh yeah, that's an off. Most definitely. They
Oh yeah, that's a knock. Most definitely. They even think about giving E6 on that. They've
Go
lost
Oilers.
their mind. That's a
Is
base
that an
hit, there we go.
Edmonton Oilers or a Houston Oilers throwback? Or
Houston Oilers.
the rare
Either way,
1999
I think
one
both of
season
them were
Tennessee
done.
Oilers.
It does hurt being in the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah,
Wear
good
the-
call. It does irk me when the Tennessee Titans wear the throwback jerseys against the Houston Oilers. I'm like, hang on here.
Yeah,
That's stolen valor. That has a lot of stolen valor to it.
that's fire.
Slade
Sounds like
Sissoni
a
is
Marvel
a
villain.
first-team all-name.
Or like a Star Wars.
Slade Sissoni.
Like a Star Wars.
Slade
Pacers did kill it.
Sissoni.
He's ready for Game 7. Yeah, I'm not wearing my Halliburton jersey. I wore it last time because it was.
They were going to play
Yeah, I'm not wearing my Halliburton.
on fire.
You have to.
I knew they were going to play with a pure desperation, hair on fire. I didn't know they were going to beat them down the way they did. I also felt like there was some dead legs and stuff.
Oh,
from
yeah.
OKC really full sent it there. in-
Yeah,
in Game
Jalen
5.
Williams went from 40
Felt like
points
they were
to
lagging a
negative
little
40
bit.
net rating.
And he got off to a good start, too.
He did. He really did. Most
And he got off to a good
random
start,
fun
too.
fact I know. Oh goodness,
This
Fun fact I know.
that was nuts.
the Siakam
That was nuts.
poster.
Over Jalen Williams, who's a great
Beautiful
defender
no-look, too,
and
by
a big
Tyrese.
guy. Siakam's really had a good
Oh, they
resurgence.
put him through the
on
rim
Pacers
just
this
about,
postseason.
yeah.
Because he was always good in Toronto,
On the pace.
but like he's really
Because he was always good.
he could win Finals
Sure.
MVP.
But like,
One of those
he's
guys
really
is like very much.
One of those kind of
Yeah.
one of those guys who's like very much unsung hero because he very much knows his role as like a third kind of
Right.
scorer. You know, he's obviously going to have to defend somebody
Which-
and protect the rim when they play small. So
Really good players.
Yeah.
what, maybe one of the
Well, that's
most
another
more
thing. Like when
unheralded,
it, like that,
really
I think it
good
was the
players of the
bubble
last
that year.
10
It
years.
was the Raptors and the Bucks in that series, and he hit like that buzzer beater.
that year. It was the
When he's like the primary guy on a team, it's hard. I mean,
Yeah.
that's, if you're a big man, it's hard, just the way the sport is now. But when you're on a team where you got Tyrese Halliburton, who draws a lot of attention,
Yeah.
and can facilitate really well,
yeah,
and
he's
he's playing
just kind of play
his true
second
position of
fiddle,
4,
comfortably
because you
play
got Miles
second
Turner
fiddle.
down there just putting in work. He's a good player.
you got Miles Turner down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have a good squad makeup. They've done
Andrew
well there.
Nemhard, that dude's a
And Rick Carlisle
that
definitely
dude's a
deserves a
spark
lot
plug.
of
Him and
credit.
T.J. McConnell.
It's very much a team that has established roles and kind of
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very much a team that
They're
has
never really
established
just kind of
roles and kind of live in their roles. They know
nilly-willy,
that,
just
you know?
let's just go up the floor, see what happens. That sequence they had where they didn't pass the ball or they didn't dribble, they just passed it up the court. That was awesome. That was like some vintage Spurs.
I love that. As an old school basketball,
Just like
purist,
three-man weave
I
and
love
swing
me a
it.
good
Yeah.
possession where the rock pops 7 times on 3. Yeah, just everybody on a string together.
Ooh,
That's good time. That's the kind of basketball I love.
That just
Ooh, make sure you're in foul territory,
Smoked
kids.
the
If that
coach
ball
in the
hits you,
third
it's just a
base
foul
box.
ball.
You know one thing I do like about this game that I think is a funny attention to detail? Do you ever notice that the
Got a
base
piece.
coaches on the first base side stand outside of the box, just kind of like in real life? I've always
That's
wondered that.
awesome.
Yeah,
It's
why
like,
not just make it
why is the
wider or
coach's
just
box
take
even
the
there? 'Cause
just
nobody
don't paint the
abides by
line?
it.
Well, they do that in the NBA too, where it's like literally I've seen Rick Carlisle.
Well, they do that in the NBA
Oh,
too,
yeah.
where it's like literally,
Yeah.
I've seen Rick Carlisle practically go play defense.
Yeah, you got
sixth
Mike
man
Mike
on the
Budenholzer
defensive
at
end of
half
the
court
floor.
yelling.
They go out of that coach's box all the time.
That's the goal. We're about to be
Let's get an RBI here. That's the goal. We're about to be non-double flapped helmet
Right.
here soon.
You
know
can
what I
trust
mean?
the
Once you make
pitchers a
big
little bit
league,
more,
you
that's
need
gotta
that double flap helm.
Get up!
My goodness, I'm a walking.
That doesn't make sense.
No way. That doesn't make sense. That ball just lacked carry. It lacked
you, Gavin.
heart.
Thank you for swinging by on this lovely Friday.
Appreciate you,
Wow,
Gavin.
that's a lot of famous people
Thank
from
you for
Mississippi.
swinging by on this lovely Friday.
Didn't know that.
I'm not anti-Mississippi by any stretch.
I'm not anti-Mississippi by any stretch. I've been to Mississippi a couple times. Had some enjoyable experiences.
Yeah, Mississippi's cool. I've been to Tupelo and Oxford, Starkville, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Shout out Southern Miss.
Hattiesburg.
Mississippi College down in Clinton, Mississippi, just outside of Jackson. It's a cool spot. I mean, I feel like Sparky and I are the only ones in the office right now. We got no one dribbling a basketball. No one's, Trenton Johnson's not walking around taking a phone call, booking flights.
Yeah, almost has an eerie.
Two of them.
And I don't mean Pennsylvania. There's a ribeye.
Yeah.
But it is kind of
Like sometimes,
eerie here
we'll be
today.
live streaming and people will just kind of be too
Almost
shy
too
to be on the
quiet.
live, but they'll be over to the side, hanging out. Yeah. No one's here.
Too shy
And
to lie.
chat, I know you're probably wondering, oh, where are the dudes? We tell them that y'all miss them a lot, and we'll get them on these live streams. And then they'll go for tour, but maybe we'll get some tours on live this year, some live streams on tour this year. Who knows?
Tours on live is going to be tough.
Those boys are going to be
And some chores
tired.
on live is going to be tough. But oh yeah. But some
That'd be
lives
funny
on
just for
tour
a live
feel
show.
doable.
One of the segments, we're just going to go DPG live real quick.
That's a
Stanley
great
Cup?
question, Daniel. What would you do with the cup if you
Front
had it for a
seat.
day? I'd take it.
Chick-fil-A
yeah,
drive-thru.
I'd put it in the front seat, buckle her up, take her to Chick-fil-A drive-thru. Then we go to the park
he
and
went
go
the-
for a nice little photo shoot at the park.
My fault.
Oh,
Wow.
Tyler, that's
So
my
much for
fault.
those summer lake house. You're standing minors.
That was
That's kind of like what Giannis did after they
Whoa.
won. Remember he went to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru? There was that video his wife took. And she was
Simple
like,
man.
how can I help you today? And he's like, oh, I'm feeling.
a
He's
simple
like,
man.
is explaining to her that he just won the championship, and she's like, oh, that's cool.
yeah. Oh, it's been a tough work day. Yeah, I've just played
Yeah.
40 minutes of a series clinching.
Honestly,
finals,
that's
man.
another
Can I get
good
a number
question.
2 with?
I mean, I've never personally won a championship, but if I did, it's like, what would you? Or it'd be like, oh, post-game meal, where you want to go? Like a fast food, like post-game.
Well, the good news, Case Lays, I don't think you have to worry about
Yeah, I think I'm fine. I don't think I'll have
the
to
good news,
worry.
K-Slays. I don't think you have
Yeah.
to worry about really winning a championship anytime soon. So you can think on that a little longer.
There's like a Whataburger, sweet and spicy bacon burger. That could go crazy.
Note taking, Jared. We've been trying to figure it out all day. It's there. There's been some
Note taking, Jared. We've been trying to
Yeah,
figure
we
it
got
out
some
all day.
gremlins in
It's
the
there.
system
There's been
today. We don't
some,
know what's
audio
going on.
hiccups and
refiring the thing.
there's some gremlins. We don't know what they're trying to refiring the thing. It's just been. Luckily, the gameplay though has been effective, regardless of game noise
news.
and echoes.
Creature of habit.
That's good news.
Single to an F8.
Creature of habit there.
Take her 2 for 4 days.
Single to an F8 to a single to an F8. Take her 2 for 4 day. Now we're gonna go back, open some equipment, and oh look, the futures game's
Yeah,
upcoming.
absolutely.
I think it's actually a really good stopping point if we can get through the
Storm
Omaha
Chaser.
series. If we can get through the Omaha series, that'd be perfect.
Some hard-earned
Let's go use some coinage here.
Here we go.
Some hard-earned coinage. First, we're gonna open up a little equipment. Give me some diamond action. Fragile.
Whole lot
Ooh,
of
that's
gray.
not our best pulls. That is it.
And we're righty.
We have 4 owned fishermen
And we're
left-handed
righty.
two sellies. I think we have
Can't even
enough
use
of
it.
those. Yeah.
improved speed Scott. Are we where we want to be?
Improved speed, Scott. Are we where we want to be? No, not quite, but we have improved, as you see here. 62 in the speed department. Actually, one of the better facets of our game currently is our speed, which is kind of a scary thought. But let's tool up here. I'm thinking we add a little contact, get even better here. We'll confirm that. Did we bump ourselves to a 6.5?
Close. Well, if you're grading with the
Almost a
curve, yeah,
passing
take a
grade.
65 all day.
Well, if you're grading with the curve, yeah, take a 65 all day.
Add a little to throwing.
Um,
Arm strength and accuracy.
add a little to throwing here. Arm strength and accuracy going to get double
Yeah, arm
pop.
strength is good. Yeah, don't even worry about stealing or
then-
aggressiveness, really. Just get that speed up, Spark.
Stealing or aggressiveness, really, just
Crank that soldier boy. There we go. That's got to put us at a 65.
One left. Another on the steal. There we go.
All right.
Wow, it didn't 66 us. We are at 65. That's a good feeling. 42 and 47 games back.
You think?
I think
We
me
have
and
to
Ty
be.
are out of here before season's end. We
Is
yeah,
it
let's
ball
check on the
player?
major league club.
Team league.
I forgot how to do that.
Oh yeah, and then
league
the-
maybe. If I can
Gwinnett
now
Stripers.
switch
I
it.
was going to see how the big league club was doing.
I think there's a way to do it.
Well, I was going to see how the big league club was doing. I know there's a way.
Stats
I
and
think on
awards?
schedule you can.
Calendar, and then we
I think if you go calendar and then there we go.
probably better if the Motor City Kitties are struggling a little bit. 'Cause
Right.
I think that will
Right.
help us with the call up a little
I
sooner.
think that will
Tigers in
help
real
us
life
with the
right
call
now.
up a little
Cruising.
sooner.
Break is where I see us.
Okay.
About real life right now. Where I see
Post All-Star break is where I see us here in about 2 weeks, where I see
Yeah.
us making hay. K-Slate, I have to go to the bathroom
Oh,
so
you're
bad I
good.
can't even think right now. I don't have a train of thought worthy of speaking. So if you don't mind holding down the fort,
Sure.
in fact, if you want to
We'll
even
try. If it's a bad at
rip
bat, I'll just leave
first
it for you
game
and
against
talk
the
to
Clippers
chat.
here.
kind of read the scene if we go down on 3 pitches.
Yes, correct. Kind of read the scene. If we go down on 3 pitches swinging, then press pause. If you find a way on a pillow, then keep going for a sec. But I have to use the bathroom. Okay. I'll be BRB. Nothing more than 2 minutes. No disappointment, K-Slate.
All right, chat. Here we go. This game is fun, y'all. It's very fun. It is remarkable to see how good video games look these days. Fortnite. Maybe next stream we can do some Fortnite. I know there's a new update. I guess the pitch right. Here we go. Barreled it. Yo, I don't play this game a lot. So guys, it's me, Kennedy. I'm on the production team here, but I manage our Dude Perfect Gaming and the live stream stuff. Hang out. I'm not an editor. I'm more on the film side, behind the camera. Shout out to the edit team though; they've been working real hard. Okay, bad strikeout to start. I mean, they're just throwing him in the dirt. See if we can get that high fastball again. All right, 2-0. See if he goes low with the slider now. Try to get to chase. It has been a good job. I finished up my 1-year anniversary here was on Wednesday, so it's been great. Get down, nice, good base hit there. Just laid on it. All right, I got on base, guys. We can tell Sparky I actually got on base. He's not gonna be that mad. Maybe we can try to get a steal here. 1 and 2, get a nice little lean. Watch that front foot. Oh, they got me. Got to bump that speed up. I feel like we've spent so many points on our speed, yet it's still just not doing anything. Take a couple steps back here, get ready for that at the hot corner. Charge it. First base here, and booyah. Here we go. Wow, 10 RBIs over the last 5 games. That's impressive. Oh, why'd I check swing? I was all over it. Slider away. See if he does it. Nope. Goes back to that curveball. Outside. 2-2.
Be honest with me.
1 for 2 and 1 for 3. Just struck out. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's fine.
That's tough.
We're good.
You did get a knock though.
Yeah.
Okay, where was it? Was it like a cheapie?
Solid contact, good contact.
A well-earned knock. Okay,
Well,
good. That
It was
probably
a,
earned you
it
a
was
future celeb shot.
3-0 count.
Celeb baby.
Yeah. I mean, it was a
You
meatball.
greenlit yourself on a 3-0? I respect the audaciousness
Well, when I'm up by
it
my,
takes
no one
to
else
be
is here to tell me
greenlit
no,
in your
so
first appearance.
Figured I might as well. Right.
When you don't look at the
Coach, I
third
didn't
base
see it,
coach for the
sorry.
sign, then it's just
It's like
funny that you don't
that
see
dude
it.
from LSU, the pitcher that hit a home run.
That's crazy.
That dude from LSU, the pitcher that hit a home run.
Oh, sorry, coach. Yeah, I didn't know I wasn't allowed to swing. Parker Mushinski is an incredible name as well. Minor league baseball is just loaded with
let's see who
quality
this guy
names.
is.
Mushinski
Parker
from the belt.
Clubhouse was in.
Mushu. If they don't call him Mushu in the clubhouse, what an insane
see.
miss. Mushu.
What?
You know, Tyler's never seen Mulan, and I'm not the
Oh,
one to call out
Mushinski.
people on not seeing things,
Arlington,
but I think he
Texas
would love
native.
it. I do.
Yeah. Drafted in 2017 by the Astros, round 7, pick
Really?
211, played at Texas Tech.
2017 by the Astros, round 7, pick 211, played at Texas Tech.
Good for him.
Let's see
He's a
his
lovely
splits.
boy.
I don't know that he's played in the MLB this
A
year, but
Red
last year
Raider.
for Houston. 6.5 ERA in 10 games, 11 innings pitched.
ERA in 10 games.
Yeah.
I didn't like the ERA. Other than that, though, I wish Mushinski
All
the
right, right
best
now,
of luck.
minors.
He just sawed me off
He's
for
at
what
2
it's
and 3
worth
with
there.
a 4 ERA through 22 games and 24 and 2/3 innings pitched. Okay, so better numbers for Mushu.
Okay, so better.
You're right, Mushu. If they're not calling him Mushu, that's a missed opportunity.
Mushu.
You're right, Mushu. If they're not calling him Mushu, that's a
That's what a missed opportunity.
I mean, this guy's nuts.
That'll do, Donkey.
That's off the end of the bat into right center field. That'll do, donkey.
No.
I'm so done at first, aren't I?
Can't do it.
See?
Got greedy.
Oh, Kevin, you can't do it.
Greedy.
You can't do it. That just set us back 2
May-
weeks on our timeline of going to the
Maybe,
show.
maybe they're looking away for a
Cannot
second.
do it.
They got a
That's
text real
Tony.
quick and we're checking their phone.
maybe they're looking away for a second. They got a text real quick.
That sweeper is nuts.
I know, Jer. I knew you would call me out because you're an accountability partner, and I know.
Right just on
I
top
knew
of
you
it.
would be disappointed in that. That's not me. That's me. No, it's
Ty
not.
does need to watch
It's
some
a
good
little
movies.
6'4" fielder's choice.
Probably does need to watch some good movies.
Tyler needs to ice his
That
leg.
limp is
His leg
telling me
needs, I'm fine,
otherwise,
I'm fine,
yeah.
I'm fine. Well, brother, you've had a hitch in your giddy up for a week.
Bunt.
Yeah. That's a tough kid, though. Say that much about Ty. Say what you want about him. That's
player,
not.
smart.
There's not fabricated toughness with him. That's just a tough cowboy. Thank you. Got rid of that quick, didn't I? Did he take that with the B hand? Did he barehand that bad boy? Yeah, that's fun. That's a fun play to watch live.
Yesterday we were playing catch.
Also, I was recently telling, I think it was Heath yesterday, we were playing catch. I told Heath that, like, I threw him a little scooper and he didn't come up with it.
97
That's a
off the
missile
bat.
to right, rocket launcher to right. And we were playing catch and he didn't scoop one, and it just made me think, like, those MLB guys, really
Oh,
even
yeah.
minor leagues, college, they're so good with the glove that that people don't
insane.
understand, like, a 105 grounder off 2 hops
Yeah.
on your backhand, and they make it look
Yeah.
so
like
effortless.
it's crazy.
It
It's like
amazes
an
me.
extension of their hand almost, and they just pluck it out of the air.
Crazy. It's like an extension of their
Very
hand
impressive.
almost, and they just pluck it out of the
But I
air.
guess it's like a real estate agent who's
Very impressive.
Very impressive. But I guess that's like a real estate agent who's just
slinging 4
selling
bedrooms like
houses,
it's
you know,
nothing.
same kind of thing, like they're professional. It's like, man, that real estate agent has some great hand-eye coordination. They've moved 6 properties today. You will not see TT play today, Davey, unfortunately. Good probably for our timeline to the bigs, bad in the sense that I would
Good for the sense that
love
we're
to
getting
have
hits and
Tyler
not
Tony
committing
here.
too many errors.
Good for the sense that we're getting hits and not committing too many errors.
Errors, yeah. Bly Madris. How do you say that? That's an insane name at the plate. Is that Bly? I don't know if I've ever seen somebody named Bly.
I don't know.
Is that how you pronounce that?
And then Madris
Blig?
is probably right, or Madras.
Oh, that's actually
Madrid is probably right. Or Madras.
Oh, that's actually.
perfect now.
I mean,
I've seen so many questions.
being in the trenches with Dude Perfect now for years, I've seen so many questions. I think it's the first of its kind where I've been asked who's the best grill
Really?
master. Company wide,
And it's
hashtag can really cook on the
just-
grill, man.
too much of
And
Just clocks
it's like
in.
a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't make
That's
too much
what's
of a
up.
scene. All of a sudden, he's just locked and loaded.
Wow. Haven't
Yeah, he's got like a
haven't
big
gotten
green
invite
eye.
yet.
I mean, he does it right, and he takes it seriously.
Hash, if you're watching.
Well, we'll work on that. That's a years of service thing. That's a years of service thing. You got to put it in the service time, you know.
That is a good question.
Nate,
Mm.
sport drink guy, I am body armor through and through.
Yep.
Nate, sport drink guy, I am body armor through and through. They have taken great care of us here at DP, and I have absolutely fallen in love with their products across the board.
Like,
Food-wise,
bridge
I'm a big like
2 meal a day guy that
bridge the gap guy, like a 2 meal a day guy that bridges
Yeah.
the gap with a protein bar of some sort, something like that.
Yes.
I love our little yogis. Those are a fun time. Those little yogis, they're like a healthier version of Gushers.
Oh, that's outside. Brian Purser.
Oh, that's outside.
How we doing, Purser?
We're great.
That's the man right
Oh, yeah.
there. You got a tour fabrication? That's the dude. Also, Purser, shout out. He was a
Yeah, he built that
instrumental
thing.
part in hooking us up with the MLB cannon,
Built a weapon of mass
which I don't know if
destruction.
Ty would be very thankful.
Built a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah, so I was on the business.
Yeah, he was on the business side of it, and I bet his hands are still shaking. That's the good news about the bull, is like, you know, if the calf hurts a little bit, at least it kind of takes the sting away
Win
from
for the mud hens. You love to see
the
it.
hand rattle.
multi-hit game.
Went for the mud hens.
We're just
Yeah, another multi-hit game. We're just chugging along here, having good plate production. The glove, yeah, that's not our MO, but turned into, I think, a beneficial little run here. This is a good stream for us, a productive one. We're not just playing to play here. We're doing some damage along the way. So I got a 3-game set in Colorado, which this is weird. We played him for 3 at home, then go on the road to play him for 3,
Yeah,
and then
I think
6
that's
against
perfect.
Omaha, and we'll call it a stream. Perfect. I like where we're going. So let's play these 3 against Colorado. You know
Cool.
what?
I
We'll
love
just
it.
grind
I
the
dig it.
9 and then do some token at the end. Let's really build here. The goal is to maybe walk out of here hitting 4 hundo today, and then we'll be on the precipice of making the big leagues. That first big league A-bat, that's going to be sensational. Tristan McKenzie, he's with the Guardians.
Little
He can throw
sidewinder, yeah.
gas. Ooh!
Highland
Almost
Park.
hugged the line. Almost hugged the line. HP.
It's down. Foul.
Bloopy, bloopy, bloopy. Oh, baby, that's 2 foul balls, like 5 feet combined of foul territory.
Oh,
blasted to right. Nah.
there's no flags
That
in the
ball's
outfield. I can't see
blasted
the
to right.
line.
Nah,
I think there is
nah.
one dead center.
I think there is one in dead central. No, there's not.
I'm still waiting for a game where the wind's just blowing, just straight center field.
Directly out, a pop up in the infield ends up being a
Yeah,
warning
cover
track
bag
power
here.
shot.
If someone's foolish enough to turn, our left fielder's got a cannon.
Yeah, he ain't tagging. He ain't tagging. I'm trying to get me one more in today. One more long ball in today, Dan.
458.
We hit a Titanic blasted dead center earlier.
Tyler, funny you
458.
ask.
Felt like
Tune in tomorrow.
558.
New airsoft video.
You ask. Tune in tomorrow.
Live on Dude Perfect's app right now as well.
Live on the Dude Perfect app right now.
Man, some OGs rolling through today.
Mikey! Man, some OGs rolling through today. That brings a smile to my face. Some dogs in this chat, K-Slay, that you don't know about. Some dogs.
Oh, baby, 93 at the belt.
Oh, baby, 93 at the belt.
He's all over it.
There we go. Just keep
That's rocket. There we go, baby. There we go. Just keep piling them. Pile.
That's my dog for sure. That's my dog.
That's my dog for sure. And that's my dog.
Would Tyler win a hot dog eating contest? Depends on who's there, D-Rock.
Would Tyler win a hot dog eating
Yeah, if you're gonna
contest?
get
That
Joey
depends on
Chestnut,
who's
I don't
there,
think
D-Rob.
anyone's winning.
Jaws, and that's
If we're
been
gonna get Joey Chestnut, I don't think
Yeah, Jaws. And that's been a controversial take of mine. But if he's not on your
I mean,
Mount
yeah,
Rushmore
there's
of
an
American
argument to be
athletes,
had
I'm
there.
sorry.
more decorated.
I mean,
Joey Chestnut. Is there anybody more
Probably not.
decorated in their line of work than
He
Jaws?
has an argument
Yeah.
given the golds he's
I
won.
can think of like Phelps maybe has an argument given the golds he's won.
Pre-
I think
pre-
Tiger
2009,
would-
yeah.
I mean, what he did with the amount of major championships,
Yeah.
pre-backfuse, pre a lot of stuff with Tig. But those three are on. They're on. My Mount Rushmore. Who's the fourth? I don't know.
Simply ours. Yes.
Of our generation. Simply ours.
I mean,
Phelps, it's
Yes,
Tiger,
American
Jaws,
athletes.
think of the last one.
It's Phelps, it's Tiger, it's
And this is
Jaws, and I
non,
can't think
like-
of the last one.
the big four sports.
You can Brady that thing.
Yeah, because you think Brady. Like if
No,
I was a
you
little
can
bit
Brady
older,
that
I mean
thing.
it'd probably be like Wayne Gretzky, but like I wasn't. He
I think
was
Brady's,
barely still playing,
yeah.
and he's also Canadian. That's a good clarification there, yeah. Like
Yeah,
MJ, I never
good
saw
point.
MJ play. I was 2 when he was playing with the Wizards. Like LeBron, Steph. I don't know. It's also hard to just put 4 slots there.
That's the beauty of
It's also hard to just put 4 slots there.
close your eyes.
That's the beauty of it. Ooh, that's,
Down and away slider.
close your eyes, chat. That's not what
did
you
it
do with a
again.
down and away slider. Shadow game. This is shadow. Got it off.
Yeah, we apologize about any audio errors today. Those will
Yep.
be taken care of.
Yeah, we apologize about any audio errors today. Those will be taken care of. It's kind of a,
Last couple
we've been scrambling here at the office last couple weeks.
I mean, Tyler Toney's. You just do not want to see him at the plate these
I mean, I was
days.
down in the count there.
It's to the point where it's like nobody on.
No, it's to the point where it's like
Right.
nobody on, nobody out. Do we just go ahead and free
We have
pass
a
them?
weird audio delay here. We see it, chat. We hear you. Don't worry.
We see a chat. We hear you.
Yeah, we're working on it. We really are sorry. We'll be.
Yeah, and like I said,
we'll
we
have
got
all that
upgrades
fine-tuned,
coming.
especially when we get a dedicated gaming room around the
This
corner
has been
very
this
soon.
has been more or
Sooner
less a
rather than later,
ragtag
that
operation
will
for
do
a while.
wonders
So
for us.
we're flushing it out and getting it nice and pretty.
For a while, so we're flushing it out.
Yeah, yeah.
I would anticipate staying up here for a while.
Yes.
In the
Yeah.
moment.
The beauty of
This
this,
isn't
though, is you're
fake.
getting to see authentic in the moment.
This is the real deal.
You know, non-edited version of some of the things you encounter. When you're trying to create content,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the tech doesn't want to create it that day. At the bullfighting school, actually, was we went through something where like they wouldn't, some kind of sync wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
properly go. I mean, that day just started like an hour behind because
That's how
they're
it works,
frantically
yeah.
trying to.
It's technology.
Sometimes
It's
the
great,
equipment
and
doesn't wanna
sometimes it's
to
really
film.
annoying. But
Technology, it's great, and sometimes it's really annoying, but
No, Davey, they are into the weekend with.
No, Davey, they are into the weekend with tour upcoming, and really just overall the dudes are sacrificing a little less these days, which they've earned that right after 15 plus years in the company to not be paying the electricity bill, things of that nature. So they are a little more out of the office nowadays if
we're
you know
just
they're
filming.
not
We're always
uberly
doing, like,
needed in house.
social main channel.
Yeah, which is good. Great to stay busy.
I feel like yeah, which is good. Great to stay busy. But when you have a day like today where the boys can be at home with the fams,
Kenta
by
Maeda?
all means they need to be. And so they're catching a little summer fam time before
Did you see who y'all's pitcher
summer
is?
school, aka tour, gets going.
No. For the
Who?
Mudhens, it's
Kobe?
Kenta Maeda.
Allard.
That's a name
Wow.
drop.
for the Mudhens, it's Kenta Maeda.
Was it? Ooh, couple big league arms getting some time
Nice,
here
Davey
in
going
AAA.
on tour. That'll be fun, man. I'm gonna see my first tour show this year too. It'll be real fun.
I'm going to see my first tour show this year, too.
That was a slow-mo C ball right
73.
there.
That's nuts.
Curveball that stopped.
First city on tour. Colorado Springs.
Colorado
I think that sounds.
Springs, I
That
believe.
sounds right.
I might be wrong on that. I think Salt Lake's second.
Wii Sports. We like the Wii Sports.
Take me down
We'll
to
do that
Salt Lake City.
sometime if we can. The folks at PlayStation are taking good care of us right now, so we got a lot of cool stuff lined up there, and
I mean,
lined
the,
up there.
the checkability I just had on the 2-2 change.
Wow. Someone said we should have Jason Statham subbing for Garrett. They look just like each other. I wouldn't say just like each other.
All I heard was, all I picked up of that
I mean,
was
Jason Statham
Garrett.
and Garrett.
That's all I heard in that.
Jason Statham and Garrett are both
Any
bald.
Jason Garrett on
I mean,
the
if that's
stream?
a
I wouldn't
similarity.
mind.
Other than that, I can't really.
We did our first Canadian.
We did our first Canadian.
You're there.
Yeah, he's off the back.
Don't get posted to. Yeah, he's off the back. That's huge. I would have felt bad as a teammate to Nito for getting him a fielder's choice there. We went to Toronto 2 years ago. Ottawa wasn't on the schedule. I don't think there is any Canadian love this time around. But I will say Toronto, I was taken back. Not only by the fans in Toronto that night,
Really?
but
It was obviously a
just the mecca that is Toronto.
city,
I knew
yeah.
it was obviously a massive market, massive city, but
Really?
it was like the ground traffic, the amount of people walking and stuff. It had like
never
New
been.
York
I've never been in
level
Canada.
vibes. Oh yeah.
I mean,
Just
I
a
was 10
massive
miles
metro.
south of the border for Winter
a good time.
Survivor, but I didn't. We didn't go up there.
Border for Winter Survivor, but we didn't go up there.
We caught
Somebody's
Canada on a
honking up
beautiful day
storm
there in Toronto.
outside. Oh wow!
Somebody
6'5" double play. That's
wants it to
rare.
be known that they're outside.
6'5" double play. That's rare.
You don't see a bunch of those, do you?
What did we do there? Did we have a multi-hit? Oh, a walk. That hit a walk.
Yep.
What did we do there? Did we have a
Two hits and a
multi-hit?
walk.
Oh, a
There you
walk. That hit and a walk. 2 hits and a walk. Whoa.
Javier
that is a
Baez?
productive day at the plate. On we go.
Javi Baez sent down right now. He's on.
Another token collected.
That's what it said on the lineup.
Javi B was down? Oh, man, he's actually
Tigers
really
are-
turned it
the
around
Tigers
here in real life. I
organization
saw him hit a couple bombs the other day.
Do they still have the best record in the league?
Yeah, they're nice. They've got something really good
Skewball?
going. Arguably, well,
I was really
arguably the best
hoping
arm
they're
in
playing the
league.
Pirates right now. I was
Skewball,
really
man,
hoping
he's
we'd get a
stud.
Skewball v Skeens, but then they gave Andrew Heaney actually Rangers
Skeens.
legend Andrew Heaney. They gave the Heen Dog a.
Rangers legend Andrew Hall. They give the Heen Dog a.
Rangers played the Pirates
Down ball.
in 3 hours actually.
Rangers played the Pirates.
Standings. Here we go. Yeah, we're on the road.
That's true. In Pittsburgh, I believe, too, not at home. Big boy stuff coming to Utah. I've been on record saying that Salt Lake City, the most juice, I would say Columbus, Ohio, the home show here in Dallas-Fort Worth rivals it, but
Really? I've
absolutely
heard
in
y'all
the
sold
top
it
three is
out.
that Salt Lake show. You want to talk about a party
I've heard y'all sold it out.
every year.
Oh, man. 2 on
Foul
2
ball.
out here.
Make something happen.
Oh, man, 2-on-2 out here in the third. What is he working with? An upper 90s heater.
Get over his head.
Go. Go. He false stepped. Get over his head.
Thank you.
We got Mark
Thank you.
honking in our backswing. He did that on purpose.
Constant in our backswing.
Turn it.
They did that on purpose. Turn it.
2 ball.
Go.
Nice.
Uno.
Nice.
No.
2 fly outs.
Takes 2 to tango. 0 for 2, 2 flyouts.
Man.
Last couple balls. Just wrong.
Last couple balls have been tattooed. Just wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong place, wrong time. Jacob Junis, another
See if
former big
I can
leaguer.
get on base here. Top of the ninth.
Because I've swung at the first pitch. Last 3 at-bats.
I'm going to auto here because I've swung at the first pitch, last 3 at-bats, I think, and that's a tough one to auto.
Slider coming into
A
you, just
spinning
chilling.
belt-high slider that said, hit me.
There we go. That'll extend the hit-o streak.
Huge.
Yes, there we go. That'll extend the hit-o streak.
Boy. Point to your dugout. Let him know.
Good turn there, Seb. That a boy. Point to your dugout, let him know.
Don't sleep
And it's a leadoff
Smart
knock
base running
down a
here
run
is
in
what
the
we
ninth.
need.
Don't sleep on that.
Smart base running.
You have to exercise smart, sophisticated bee running here. He didn't go.
Tennessee.
He did.
Yes.
Come on, Nito.
Almost positive there's a Nashville show.
Tennessee Reed, yes. I'm almost positive there's a Nashville show in Tennessee.
Nashville home to one of my favorite golf courses we play on tour, which is
Nashville home to one of my favorite golf courses we play on tour, which is Troubadour, man. Woo! It helps when you play well. It's probably the best golf I've ever played was at Troubadour before a show. Yeah.
big spot here, big spot
Big spot here, Big B.
That's
Big spot,
what they
Big B.
call-
That's what they
they're
call
calling
him.
him.
Good take.
That's what they're calling it.
I mean, they're building something in the shop.
But they're building.
I'm hearing
I don't know
cartoonish
what they're
noises
building,
coming
but
out of
they're
there.
building.
They're cartoonish noises.
You did your part. You got on base.
Double play ends it. Ugh.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I did. I got on base as the leadoff guy.
What you're supposed to do?
1 for 4. On to the next one.
Brick wall or something as a defender.
Ooh,
There we
I know
go.
we unlocked a perk there. I saw a brick wall or something as a defender. That's big.
Defense department.
Any kind of uptick in the defense department we need. We need.
Sisoni.
Here's Slade Sassoni again. Get a second
16
look at
for
him.
32. Perfect
I gave him a
500.
3-piece in
Wow.
that first time.
For 32 perfect.
That's insane.
That's over the course of 8 ball games too. I did. Sure
Yeah,
did.
what is
Changed it
going on
for
at the
me.
office? You know, there's really no telling at any given moment here.
You know, there's really no telling. At
Yeah.
any given moment here.
It's more of
gotten
you
to a
just
point
you
where I
walk
just
by and
kinda
you're
stop
like, oh,
asking
okay, cool.
questions
You know,
at
you
times.
don't question it
Just like-
because it shouldn't be surprising anymore.
You don't question it because it shouldn't be surprising anymore.
Oof. You acknowledge it, don't question it. Hey, what do you say, T-Tone?
Get down.
Come on, kid.
A little bit, but it's gonna get down.
Nice.
It got in my hands a little bit, but it's going to get down. A little jam shot. Blooping
Yeah,
right. It was a kind of
absolutely.
eerily similar to Ty's hit off Jose Leclerc. Just a little shallow bloopy to right, but it plays. And it's an exit velo of 75, but every hit counts the same.
Oh.
What reaction time by the
Oh!
holding them on there.
What reaction time by the one bag who's holding him on there. That was a
I mean,
rocket.
That was nuts.
I mean, that was nuts.
And
Good
that's
take.
Blue.
It's a good
Trying to
take.
keep the Good times going here.
And that's in blue. I'm trying to keep the good times going here.
Good fastball. Heater on the outer half. That's tough to get to.
Good fastball. Heater on the outer half. That's tough to get to. Down in the count 0-2 against Slade
I don't know how you got a
Sassoni.
piece of that.
And
That
wow,
was nuts.
a little lunge,
Hands at it.
a little lean and a lunge, and just threw my hands
Yeah,
at
lean
it.
in.
Right
Yeah,
there, you
yeah.
do not wanna play
Oh, that you get kneecapped right there. You do not want to play baseball for the foreseeable future. I promise you that.
I mean,
Don't change a thing. That
Ooh,
yeah, 101 off the bat.
don't change a thing. That ball.
Can't time it up much better than that.
That ball had a couple missiles. No, that's a firework to center field. It was a bottle rocket.
2 on, nobody out here in the fifth.
Goodness gracious.
1 for 2. So
2
hit
on,
streak,
nobody
hit
out here
streak
in the
is secure.
fifth. Couple ducks on the pond.
Kevin, 92.
Oh,
That's a jam shot.
Oh.
Leave it, Kevin. 92
Infield fly rule
inside.
is
What are you going to do with
tough.
that baseball? That.
yeah, we're reading the chat. Yeah, sorry,
Oh,
P. Moore.
you
We know it's
never
delayed
want
and
an infield
echoing. We're
fly
having some
rule.
weird technical difficulties today. Get him figured out, though. Don't worry.
Get him figured out, though. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're giving it to you live uncut.
Ty
though.
loves patting the baseball there and taking his time.
I love passing baseball.
He does. And Patty Mahomes before he goes across with it. Pat Sajak.
Game show host, Mount Rushmore.
What if you're doing a game show host, Mount Rushmore?
Back.
Pat Sajak's ought to be on there. Alex Trebek.
Wayne
is an
Brady?
absolute unanimous Hall of Famer. That's actually a fun
Oh,
one.
yeah, absolutely.
Wayne Brady. Do you put Steve Harvey on there?
Cool. I'm trying to think who else.
You know, like there's.
I was gonna
that's
say
a
game
fun
show. I
one.
guess is different than like Ryan Seacrest.
Just a
American
game
Idol.
show.
Because that's not really a game show.
Yeah.
You know, I've really liked recently.
not really
One, and I
game
love the
showy.
show, The Floor on Fox with Rob Lowe. You seen that one?
Haven't watched.
Ooh, down to a
Know
knee.
the concept. Haven't watched live. Look at this play on the backhand.
Great play.
Got his pants dirty. That a boy, T-Tone. That was
Down
that
3
was a
in the ninth.
gorgeous little play up the line. Down 3 in the 9th.
Peace
one
out, Davey.
out.
Thanks
We
for
gotta get
riding
on
with us,
here.
man.
Set something up.
Davey, I'm
Yeah, Davey's. Oh my goodness gracious. Sorry, Davey. I'm just trying to send you out with a parting gift there, but
Bob Barker. Yeah, how could we forget?
Bobby B.
I would probably
Bobby
swap
B.
Sajak for him.
How could you forget
Yeah.
about
I mean-
Barker, man?
I'm younger.
Really?
Yeah, fair.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I will say this.
Ooh, yeah, fair.
Right.
And I will say this. Wheel of Fortune itself
Well,
is not
and-
as desirable of game as like
Yeah.
I love Jeopardy. Me and my mom will sit there and like embarrass ourselves because we can answer 2
I'll
questions
also
throughout
say,
the
like,
whole
if I'm
thing.
thinking
but we try, and I
Wheel
love
of Fortune,
trying.
I might go Vanna White over Sajak. You probably see more Vanna than you do Pat,
Okay.
because she's showing the letters.
More Vanna than you do Pat.
I mean,
Oh, of course.
Good shout from the chat, Regis. And what
Right,
game
and
show
like,
performed
when I was
better
like a little
than
kid, I remember that was a
Prime, Who Wants to Be a
huge deal.
Millionaire, national TV.
That was a huge
I mean, people
deal.
gathered around the telly for that. That was a big deal, wasn't it?
themselves without the hosts.
Game shows, though, themselves, without the hosts, Mount Rushmore's
Oh, yeah.
fun, too. Because I think Family Feud it's just been
Steve Harvey's also just hilarious.
multi-generations of Family Feud going on.
Right. Right.
I mean, they're like, Steve Harvey's like the 5th rendition of host there.
Mm-hmm.
That's had a long time. Jeopardy is on my list.
Howie Mandel.
Deal or No Deal.
That had a good
probably
run.
gets a
That
shout.
was insanely popular. Back when
Howie Man.
network TV was. That's what you did when you got home.
Back when, network.
I remember rushing home from church on like a Wednesday night to go catch American Idol with our family.
On like a Wednesday night to go catch American Idol with our family.
One we're forgetting that, and he needs to be on the list
Oh,
too,
Survivor.
both the show
Yeah.
and host.
But see,
Jeff Probst.
That's
Survivor.
all, like
But what are
Survivor
we
is a
thinking?
game show, but it's like reality TV, I guess too.
Like Survivor is a game show.
Or like, cause like Julie Chen, like Big
It's a
Brother,
combo
she's
play.
been
It's a
doing that
hybrid for
forever.
sure.
Shout out Julie Chen Moonves.
There you go. That's a good point. Even
I don't know.
what's that show called?
Got Talent? Oh, Amazing Race.
America the
Yeah, I don't
Race.
know who that
no,
host
no,
is,
no.
though.
Amazing Race.
So probably not.
Amazing
He's
Race.
probably not on the Mount Rushmore if I don't remember him.
Stay out of the way.
Fair. I don't really know. He's kind of a stay out of the way.
See,
guy,
I would
though,
say-
you know.
July 12th on the Tube. July 11th.
Bull Video coming July 12th on the Tube, July 11 on the DP app.
Oh, Press Your
Yeah,
Luck.
what's the whammy game show? 'Cause I was
They're
thinking of
coming
Pressure
out with a
Luck.
movie about that. Some dude like in the
Fun
late
little-
80s. Yeah. Yeah.
I know where you're going. So this is where I was at.
we did
You
cheat,
need to do
okay.
some
I was gonna
research
watch
on
the
that
movie,
story about
Sparky,
the guy who
gosh.
cheated. Oh,
I figured
yeah.
it was something
My
like
bad.
that.
My bad.
Was it like a
Spoiler
buzzer in the
alert,
shoe
he
kind of situation?
absolutely cheated.
Was it like a buzzer in the shoe?
But it's one of those.
Literally learn the whole
Are you cheating if you take the time
That's how
to
he did it?
literally learn the whole sequence of the board and stuff, or should they,
high level.
or
Right.
should they have been better with
But he was able to figure
having a high level,
That's pre-DVR days.
you know? But he was able to figure it out. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
I thought it would've been like
pre-DVR
a
days too that he's
Remote
figuring
control
it out.
buzzer in the shoe.
Crazy. I thought it would have been like a
No.
That's
remote control
crazy.
buzzer in the shoe.
No.
Gator alums
No.
Wyatt Langford and Jack
Routine,
Caglione. Yeah,
right.
Jack Caglione, first
Lazy.
and
Lazy
second
fly ball.
career home run yesterday against the Rangers.
And second, career
Wyatt
Picked a
Langford.
bad day to do
Imagine,
it.
imagine getting to
But,
draft
yeah.
Wyatt Langford and then winning the World Series.
Wyatt
in the same
Langford's
year.
going to be.
getting a draft Wyatt.
That's a great spot to be in.
Yeah.
That's a great spot to be in.
I was
Staring
looking
at a
in the
solar eclipse while I was
third
trying to
deck
turn two.
down the line.
Staring at a solar eclipse while I'm trying to turn.
Oh, Mary says, "Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is overrated."
I see. I love Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Here's would be my one
Takes
thing
so
on it is a
long.
lot of the times like the talk through aspect and the phone
does
in
take a
friend.
while.
Yeah, it's like I need more. That's what I love about
I love
Jeopardy is
Jeopardy.
it's just like rapid fire.
You would.
I do too, but man, nothing makes you feel a little less self-conscious about
yeah.
your intelligence than Jeopardy when you go through a whole board and you
They're
get
like,
like
who
American
is
literature and I
Emily
just take a
Dickinson?
whole
It's like,
section off.
okay, cool.
They're like, who is Emily Dickinson?
That's why I
Yeah.
think you would like the floor because it's kind of like Jeopardy, but it's a little more.
That's
They'll
why I
flash
think
the
like
picture
floor.
and then you have to
It's
say
kinda
it.
like Jeopardy, but it's a
I love
little
just
more-
casually like.
flash the picture
I
and
mean,
you have to
y'all
say
have
it.
worked with me
Okay.
long enough
I
now
love
to know
just
that I'm
casually,
just a
like-
fountain of
I mean,
useless
y'all have worked
information.
with me long enough now to know that I'm
So I
just
love
a
shows like
fountain
that
of
where I can just be like, oh, that's blah, 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 and
So I love
Lauren's
shows
like, how do you
that,
know that? I'm like, no
Just
telling.
randomness.
Lauren's like, how do you know that? I'm like,
Had to take math 3 times
Put
in
in the
college,
time.
but I can tell you, you know,
had to take math
What-
3 times in college.
yeah, what might, hey, you know,
That's one you might just want to keep to yourself
Yeah,
there.
what
hey, I graduated.
Yeah, you're a little
It's part.
throwback by
Hey, I graduated.
Hey, yeah, it's all
Whoa,
That's
way
a-
throwback by
wow.
Anthony B. Double Dare on Nickelodeon.
Legends of the Hidden
That's-
Temple.
what was the one
that
with
was
the temple?
awesome.
You know what I'm talking about? Yes.
There was another one too.
Legends
It,
of
like
the
they
Hidden
played back to back. It
Temple
was like Legends of the Hidden
fire,
Temple,
man.
but it was more like sporty. It was kind of like American Gladiator, but with kids.
Sporty. It was kind of like American Gladiator.
And like they climbed to the top.
Yeah, I know what you're referencing.
And like they climbed.
Man, I need to. Could somebody give me a
A,
Capri Sun? Let me slap a
Ghostbusters
straw in that
Ecto
thing and
Slime
watch
cooler.
some Nickelodeon. Those were the good
Limited high
days.
C flavor.
Ow.
Ecto Slime cooler.
Guts. Maybe that's what it was called.
Guts. Maybe that's what it was called. Guts.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Wow, it was called Guts.
Oof, I'm
Yeah,
Yeah, and they climbed this
taking
giant.
daddy axe.
Yeah, and they
Yeah, P. Moore,
Wow,
probably not
that
how you
is
want
a
to coach it.
great-
Tagging
it
with
was
the bare
called
hand
Guts.
there,
They're
put it
like
in the mid
sporty.
at least.
That is a great. It was
Wow.
called Guts. They're like sporty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be E5. I
trying to think.
would love if they.
Oh,
gave
and
me
then there
hit
was
off
also
this.
just
No
like
way, yeah, E5.
Nickelodeon, like the
E5.
trivia show they did too, where like you got slimed if you were wrong, and it was like all their characters and cast from their actual shows.
And it was like all their characters and cast from their actual shows.
You
Man,
could buy
Prime
slime
Nick
at
was
Walmart,
sliming everybody.
like in the little can.
Sliming everybody and their sister.
Because my cousin spilled some in our aunt's carpet, and she was not happy.
My cousin spilled some in our aunt's.
They had like
they
the
still do
slime
the Teen
awards. I
Choice
remember
Awards.
those. It's a big deal.
They still do the Teen Choice Awards.
Food-wise, I'm about as picky as it gets.
King Bro, food-wise, I'm about as picky
Really?
as it gets. I cycle through about 10 meals, and that is
I had pizza for
the
lunch.
totality of my food. Yeah, I'm a pizza guy. If
Are
I
you
had to pick
smarter
one
than
thing
a
that's my
fifth
favorite,
grader?
it's just pizza's easy.
Are you smarter than a fifth?
That,
You know who I
that's
think- you know who I
that's
think
good
would
one.
struggle
Because it's
on
kind
that
of dumbed
show?
down for us, you know? I
Struggle on that.
I was also thinking maybe
Cody
a
Jones.
Cotton
Is
Twin
that where you're headed?
after the whole
Yeah.
geography debacle.
Cotton Twin. After the whole geography.
The twins amaze me because, like,
Yeah.
in one sense, they're extremely smart. In most
Uh-huh.
senses, they truly are. But then sometimes the most basic thing will go over their head, and I think
Like,
it's
you think it's a
almost
bit, they're
joke,
like, oh,
and I'm
that's good.
Corey,
And then you're
Corey,
like, wait.
you know.
You,
Like you think it's a bit, they're like, oh, that's good.
Brother.
And you're like, wait.
The lack of geography skills from Corey alone
It was
was,
the body armor event,
frightening
and
one
y'all
day.
were
We
on the
were in
way
Vegas.
back.
We did a body armor thing. Yes, and on the way back,
oh,
we
that's
played
what it was?
name
I thought
city
you
or
had to
state.
name where the city
And
was.
we're saying, like,
It
Pennsylvania.
was saying if it's
And
a
he's
city
like-
or a state.
No, it was. Is it a city or a state? In Pennsylvania, he didn't know if it was like a city
no.
or a state, and it's just like,
True, very true.
I
Very
since
true.
they are my bosses, I'm not
But-
gonna throw them too much under the bus anymore,
But-
you know. But that was shocking. Corey will straight
He's
up
aware.
tell you
That's
he's
good.
a liability in the geography
It's good to be
department.
self-aware.
He's aware. That's good.
He's aware. He's aware.
Be self-aware.
Yeah.
He's aware. Just like crafty. His crafty
Oh,
and geo
ugly
skills
swing.
go hand in hand.
Oh,
Ew,
Huge.
ew, way out on his
Some
front side. I don't
insurance
think
would
we
be
get- we
awesome
get
here.
another at bat. I'm trying to increase that hitting streak. It's on the line here in my final AB.
Oh, it's a one hopper right to the third.
No, it's a one hopper right
When
to
is
the,
Bullvid
the
dropping?
third base, man.
Still got some time.
when is Bullvid?
Whoa, we went to extras.
100% Airsoft's live right now on the Dude Perfect app. Video comes out tomorrow on YouTube.
Right now, the Dude Perfect
Bull riding,
comes out tomorrow on
I believe, is the next video after that.
Bull riding.
So,
I believe is the next video after that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
trains or cars came first in Corey and Trick Chargers. Cucumber is not in the pickle family. Now, I would say a pickle's in the cucumber family because it is a pickled cucumber. What a throw. You're there. Threw him offline, though.
That was pretty good.
Threw him offline though.
Made me held my breath for
Yeah, that's
for a
true. Should have
sec.
asked him if Pittsburgh was a state. I know, like, a lot of people think Philadelphia is a state.
Pittsburgh was a state. I know, like. A lot of
I mean, I
people
don't know.
think
I don't know
Philadelphia
how, but some people do.
is a state. I don't know how, but some people
Nice.
There's a line shot. Get down, get down, get down. Yeah, okay.
No, I thought-
We got a chance to win this ball game, even though we went hitless.
No.
do. Oh, I thought.
Nah, 0 for 5 day. Or 0 for,
Four
yeah,
for
0 for
five,
5
that's
day,
good.
yeah.
Hey, it's a win, though.
The old Storm
Team
Chasers.
sport.
Hey, it's a win though.
They had 14 hits, only scored
Yeah,
3
Javier
runs.
Baez, 2 for 5.
8 streak
And
gone,
a
but
new,
we motor
new
on.
ability, too.
Somehow we got 2 tokens out of that game.
And a new.
Are the perks and abilities that, like, do they make that big of a difference?
Are the perks and abilities that, like, do they make that big of a difference?
I'd like to think so.
Well, that's fair. 815.
I don't know, does
OPS,
AC at your
wow.
house make that big of a difference?
You
Yes.
probably lead the team in every category except, like, strikeouts.
You probably lead the team in every category except like strikeouts.
Down.
They like doing that where the
Down.
outfielders freeze, like
Down.
they take a bad line on it, and then they just
Bad.
immediately.
Yeah, yeah. That was one of those ones
Mm-hmm.
that is a line drive kind of right at you. Tough play, but I don't know, I kind of hit that a little too hard.
Oh, yeah. Chat, thanks again for bearing with us today. We know we've had some technical difficulties
There you
with
go.
audio and
There was a
whatnot.
lack of a pat.
This will be ironed out.
Difficulties with audio.
We're overcoming adversity.
Be ironed out.
We're
Stay tuned.
battling.
We got some awesome stuff coming. Make sure you are following Dude Perfect Gaming on Instagram, subscribed on YouTube.
Following
New Dude Perfect Gaming videos every Sunday. Stay tuned. We got some awesome content coming. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us.
Awesome content coming.
Well,
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us.
didn't mean to. I tried to check swing that. I barely tapped it. I mean, I barely tapped A. You want to talk about leaving your boy out to dry there on third base. 90 feet away.
We'll finish this game today, and that'll probably be it for
AB.
today's stream. But
On we go.
yeah, we love doing these Friday lives. Stay tuned. Next Friday has a chance to be special. Special
Next Friday has a chance to be very unique. Let's just say we'll be outside.
So really make sure you're
We're taking it
following
on the road with
us on
us.
social, Dude Perfect Gaming on Instagram.
Us on social, Dude Perfect Gaming on Instagram.
Someone said, I'm kind of glad it's just you guys because if Ty was here with us, Echo would be really loud. I mean, last live, we were
Oh,
mic'd
could
as
you
everything, and
imagine?
Ty would scream and it would blow out the speakers.
Yeah, we're working on his situational competitiveness and just his volume levels. Yeah, those are two things working in progress with Ty. It's lazy, it's to right, it's a third out. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm trying not to change
charge
my
it.
plan because I feel like I'm seeing it
Oh,
well,
it's gonna be
hitting
tricky.
it decently well, and then of course take a couple steps back and he bunts me. I'm putting this in my pocket. There's no reason to throw that.
I saw that.
Whoa, no, that's way too high praise, D Rio. Cooler than
Boomhauer, is he from
Boomhauer.
Whitesboro?
That guy's Boomhauer. That's a great question and a great assumption too. Sorry, chat. I know that didn't sound well. That was a frustration bang. Way. Tack Daddy with a late arrival right before we go off. That's huge, Tack. That a boy.
1 and 2, 2 outs here. 326 is nothing to shake a stick at.
2 outs here. 326.
Yeah, Foster.
No,
Get out
no.
ball.
Yeah, Foster.
Bloopy, bloopy, bloopy.
Yeah, Foster. So
That
next
right
week,
fielder is
still
just
planning to go live
robbing
1 to
us of
3
a
like we
couple
usually
knocks
do.
today.
Just might have a little something special.
1 to 3 like we usually do.
Oh no, he muffed it.
Oh no, oh no. The moment was too
Knocked
big.
it
He's
down.
not going to glove this properly. Oh, I thought he did. He did. No, whoa, whoa,
I guess
whoa.
not
I'm
an
trying to put
error.
that in my pocket.
No, that's an off.
I guess not an error.
All right,
No,
chat,
no, that's
well,
not.
Mud Hens won again. Let's see if we can get any token upgrades here before we end this
But
thing.
one again. Let's see if we can get any token upgrades here before you end
Ooh.
this thing.
Ew, you don't.
Ooh.
Nothing of the cave.
Ew, you don't want to see that. Nothing of the K variety. No punch outs.
One token, okay. One token better than no tokens.
We'll hang it up here. I guess the perfect spot. Help bridge
One
that
token
gap.
better than no token.
Yeah, we'll hang it up here. I guess the perfect spot. We help bridge that gap.
Just above 500.
And then next week, me and Ty will rip
It's a
an
good spot to
episode,
be.
which you'll see on the DPG front. Yeah. I really like where we are.
I want to say it was like
we started the day hitting what, like
240
260
something. 'Cause Ty had a
something?
rough go of it last live.
Yeah, he did a post Mooyah milkshake. I forgot he went into the post Moo milkshake blues. That's right. Well, cool. Yeah, like Kay Sully said, next Friday will be a very unique, fun, unprecedented
Hopefully the first of
in many
many
senses
like it.
live stream. So make sure you're tuned in, 1 o'clock Central Time. Oh yeah, it's like that. Like yeah, we're heading down a new
Yeah,
road, and hopefully
be
it
cool.
leads us to some new ventures. I agree with you. Chat, enjoy your weekend. Check out 100-person airsoft now on the DP app, tomorrow on the Tube, and always keep it funky and fresh. You know the drill.